My friends, welcome back to the Game Library, where we give a voice to the voiceless games. My name is Martin, and as ever, I would just like to start the stream off with one question. And for today's question of the day, I decided to go with one that was motivated by a friend's most recent YouTube video. So for those of you who don't know, I'm good friends with Audibel PT. She's helped me a lot in the YouTube space, and she just did a theory video on Chronos New Dawn, which is a fantastic video game. And it's a video game by a dev team that is incredibly well known. It's Bloober Team from Amnesia and Soma fame. They're horror masters, to be completely honest with you. So I was kind of sat there confused that Chronos New Dawn, even though it's technically a successful game, it kind of falls into that obscure space. So for today's question of the day, and I'm just going to scroll back and make sure that I'm reading off the question of the day as I wrote it so that you guys know what you're answering. What is a game by a notable dev that is oddly obscured? Why do you think that is? So with Chronos New Dawn, which is my answer to the question of the day, the way I look at it is I see Chronos as it is a game that is tarnished by its art language, I think. I think that a lot of people wrote Chronos off as a Dead Space knockoff. I think a lot of people looked at the protagonist of that game, looked at the message of that game, and that game does have a very deep story. I've only ever played the demo, but I watched Audibel's video and she got really, really deep into the story, and I'm not one who minds spoilers, but if you do mind spoilers, obviously it's a video full of spoilers. But the story was one that was very, very unique and very, very different from Dead Space. So the criticism is illegitimate. The criticism is not
tribe unmourned.
It's kind of foundationless. Conan, thank you so much for the resub at tier 1. It's much appreciated, and you just reminded me I need to get these in so that I can actually hear it and I can actually know if someone does that, because I'm not always looking at the activity feed. But Chronos is definitely what I would answer for the question of the day. And it kind of got me into this. Obviously, go ahead, answer the question of the day and everything, but I'm just going to keep on musing about this. So, I don't think Chronos is a game that is, like, critically rated and culturally hated. I think it's a game that simply a lot of people just decided to go, meh, and not play. And it's so weird to me because, even if you did write it off as like a Dead Space knockoff and everything like that, Dead Space is still a fantastic game. So if a game is even a little bit similar to Dead Space, why would you not play that? Why would you say it being like Dead Space is a bad thing? Muffin, thank you so much for tuning in. I know it's bloody late. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Welcome in, Jerkops. Hope you're having a good day.
Sarah.
Oh, you're gonna be lurking on the drive home? Dragon, please drive safe. Please drive safe. No chatting and driving. Moz, welcome in. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Hope you're having an absolutely excellent week. I am having a very good day today, actually. So, I had the BMW at the shop, and just getting some routine maintenance, nothing major, just fluid changes and everything. I just didn't have the time for it. Koala, welcome in. I hope you're having a good day. So I just didn't have an abundance of time to do the work myself, even though I do have the ability to do so. Cell, welcome in. I hope you're having an awesome day. So, I was driving one of the classic cars. I was driving the Diplomat today, which is, it's a Dodge sedan, for those of you guys who don't know. It's an 80s car. But I didn't realize, because I haven't really driven any of the classics at all this week, or really, honestly, not much this year, if I'm thinking about it. I used to be in the habit of getting at least one cruise in during the summer, but with finances being what they are, due to going to trade school soon, I just haven't been able to drive the classic cars like I used to, because they're not very good on gas. They're not very good on gas. Guernica, welcome in. I hope you're having a fantastic day, my friend. But I got to drive one of the classics today, and it was absolutely, it's so good for my mental health, and it kind of makes me laugh, because I come to the theme of historical preservation pretty naturally, I would say, because I just love the fact that my dad and I, we don't mod our classic cars. We don't put modern motors or modern suspension or modern steering or any of that stuff in these cars. And one would argue that that makes them inferior vehicles, but I like it because I still get to experience it as it was. I get to experience it like it was back in the day. And it kind of got me thinking about the... For those of you who don't know, I did post a video recently, and I was talking about how context of old games is actually very, very important. The context of what these games are, how they felt, so that when we digitize, when we emulate, we know what we're doing. We're aware of the feel that we're going for with these games. And I think this is something that a lot of people don't... let me know if you guys agree with this, because this is something that just dawned on me recently. And I'm not really sure how I feel about it, so I'm kind of interested in opinions as I flesh my thoughts out on this. But as I get more and more into the preservation space, and I spend more time around people who are game preservationists, I'm kind of coming to the realization that there's two different kinds of people within this space. So there's the historically minded people who care about what these games used to be like. They care about the experience, they care about what these games represent to our culture, to history, all of this different stuff. But then you've got people who are just availability nuts. They just want every single game that they can get their hands on emulated on PC. They don't care if it's accurate, they just want the game. And they'll take games like, I don't know, something that ran on the NES, and they'll upgrade it, right? They'll modify the game, kind of thing. And I'm not necessarily against that in terms of ideation, but I think that you're missing at least for my capriciousness, you're missing a critical part of the historiographic conversation, I would say. And I don't know, do we care about historically accurate video games? Do we care about what these games were like to experience on original hardware? And as I get into the preservation space, I find myself being a bit of an odd duck, because I care about that stuff, and everyone else is kind of like, for lack of a more concise phrasing, shut up, you're an idiot. Like that's kind of the treatment I get in the games preservation space, because they're all emulation nuts. They don't really care if the game is accurate per se, they care if the game is simply available. And I'm sitting there going, okay, but if we are going to make a game available, we need to keep its historic context in mind. We need to preserve the history that it represents. And that's where I lose people. That's where people are like, I don't really think that matters. Part of historical games is the experience of those games at that time. I would think so. I would agree. And I was talking to RetroSci, who has honestly been my mentor in the games preservation space. He does fantastic work. So if you're not following RetroSci, please go. He's on Twitch. Go to RetroSciano, and he has built his own console using his personal game collection of over 27,000 games. And he's an ex-game dev, so he used to make games. So he has taken a homebrew console, made a custom BIOS, and has all of these games on that console that he plays for all of our enjoyment. And the one thing that he always says to me is, without the original game, without the physical media that game came from, there is no preservation. Because you don't know what the game was actually like. You're making it's like oral history, right? Eventually, you're going to, it's going to be hearsay from person to person to person, right? So it's like, I remember Sonic being like this. Well, he remembers Sonic being like this. Well, he remembers Sonic being like this. And we're not using, like, when I'm running an emulator, I'm using my Xbox controller. I'm not actually using the original controller. And a lot of people are like, well, does that really add anything to the experience? And I would argue, well, yeah. That's what that game was designed to be played through. It's a frustrating conversation because I think ultimately we do want something similar, but I want an added layer that other people don't necessarily care about. And that's been something that I've been wrestling with a lot. It's like any digital, it gets wasted and forgotten. Well, and that's the thing, right, is, like, this is a touchy subject, so I do have to be careful, but I get a lot of for lack of a better term, I get a lot of pirates in my comment sections, people who I don't think they would pay for games even if there was a legal route to get legacy video games. I think that they fundamentally just don't believe that video games are worth their money because they believe video games are produced by a corrupt infrastructure, and those people I kind of don't have any time for, because those people they're subverting the very systems that I'm trying to improve. Because when I have a games preservation conversation, I don't want games preservation to operate in the shadows. I want games preservation to be in the light. I want games preservation to be shown to people. I want video games to be seen for the culturally significant history that they are. And that kind of subversive process through which we have been preserving games, they are getting preserved this way. It's tough. It's a very, very difficult conversation because I'm like, okay, so what you're doing, it works, but I want something better. I want something that allows people to not feel, like criminals for playing retro video games. And I want legal structures that don't make people criminals for playing old video games that are defunct. So I'm trying to improve the system. And those people kind of, like, this is why I have no time for these people, because they're like, well, the system's not going to improve, so do this. And I'm like, well, you're just giving up then. And I don't really have time for that. I am hopeful that through movements like Stop Killing Games and through, like, Stop Killing Games is moving through a legal structure system, and yeah, it's hard. They're losing in a lot of areas, but they're also winning in a lot of areas. And that news the wins don't get covered as much. the losses do, but the wins don't get covered as much, and I find that really, really odd. And again, it's like these people who are pro-piracy and everything like that, they don't want the system to improve. They like it this way. They actually like it this way. And that's what's confusing to me. I'm like, we are in, you know, a crisis in a way, in that way. And Moz, I've never cared about Grand Theft Auto. It's not my kind of game. So I did see the leaks, but I kind of just went, it's not my kind of video game. So I'm not... I know there's a lot of people that are incredibly hyped for Grand Theft Auto, but honestly, you could have shown me any other game and I probably would have cared about it more, personally. I personally don't really care about it. Rockstar's just gonna do their double dipping. Yeah, well, and that's the thing, is Rockstar has a license to print money, essentially. You know, like it's gonna be what it's gonna be. That's kind of why I stopped paying attention to Grand Theft Auto 6 news, because it's like they're kind of in a system where it's like, I think, you know what, I'll give Moz this, I'm culturally interested in Grand Theft Auto 6. Culturally, I am interested in that regard. Yeah, but it's crazy it got leaked. Many people love to see. Yeah, but we're also in 2026, and I think that everything's getting leaked. I think that's actually a really frustrating aspect of our current culture, is it's like, nothing's really sacred anymore in that regard. Like, Avatar got a movie, and the whole damn thing got leaked, and a bunch of people watched it. And that was really, really frustrating, because I am a huge fan of Avatar. It's my favorite animated series, like, ever. And I am super frustrated that that entire movie got leaked, and that people watched it. You know, getting leaked is one thing, but consuming something that's like, it's back to the piracy conversation, right? You are going to have a legal way to access that movie, a proper way to access that movie, and it got leaked for free. It got pirated, essentially, and a bunch of people watched it. They didn't care. And it's like, why does nothing feel special anymore? And it's like, well, because you're not letting it. Like, honestly, you're kind of ruining it. And I'm not saying you are as in you guys, I'm saying, like, I'm saying as in the culture and the people that leak these things. It's so frustrating. Like, I know there have been studies that leaks increase people's excitement and enjoyment of things. I used to love leaks, but the older I get, the more I want things to be a surprise. I crave... Well, and that's the thing, right? There's so few things that feel really, really... Yeah, but the industry really ruined it because piracy existed for decades. So piracy is ultimately a services issue. It's like, if you don't want people to pirate, do something better. But as I said, Moz, there are people who, no matter what you do, no matter how... Like, GOG exists. I have access to old games through GOG, which is, it's safe, it's accountable, like, I can get a refund if I want, all this different stuff. And it makes the games run without me having to do any work. So, a good system for a lot, not all, but a lot of retro video games exists. But there are still people pirating those video games that are available in that way. So, again, the people who are on this, it's a nuanced conversation ultimately, but there are people who just, no matter what, they are going to pirate. Because they just don't care. And then there's people who are doing it because of region locks. They're doing it because of socioeconomic reasons. You know, people in South America, a cost of a video game is like a month's rent kind of thing due to deflation and everything like that, or inflation rather. So there's lots of issues that rationalize it. I'm not saying there aren't, but it's the people who, no matter what, and no matter how good the games preservation space gets at getting these games into the limelight and giving us legal means to purchase these games, there are going to be people who are just like, yeah, no, you shouldn't have to pay for an old game. Even though it took time and money to get that game available to you. People are like, meh, it's 30 years old. I don't believe I should have to pay for that. Do you have to pay to go to a museum? Like, there's upkeep to these things, right? Like, nothing is free. And if it is free, you're the product. A lot of these piracy sites live off ads. It's like, you know, it's like, we've all done it, right? There's those anime sites where you can watch anime, but then you have 2 banners going down the side of scantily clad ladies and everything like that. Like, we've all been there. We've all been there. Anime? Never heard of her. The days before you yeah, While I also agree with Books' point, piracy wouldn't exist as it is, unless there's more accessibility to game. I don't think that's true. Like, I think that no matter what, there are going to be pirates. There will be less pirates, but there will still be, I think there will always be pirates, because there are always people who want free shit. There are people who just fundamentally don't believe that a video game should be paid for. They believe they should be entertained for free. And especially, again, when it's like Sonic 3 and it's like the umpteenth iteration of Sonic 3, the umpteenth port of that game, they're like, you know, you might have someone who's like, I paid for this game already. I bought a copy of this game back in whatever era, so I shouldn't have to pay for it again. Even though, again, it did cost money to get it available to you in that modality, right? Multifaceted conversation, super nuanced, but yeah, it was really frustrating being in the games preservation space and having these people being the ones who interact with me the most, because they're also in games preservation, and that was really, really frustrating to me, because I'm in it for the cultural history conversation. I'm in it because I believe that history is important, but like I said, you have to pay to enter a museum, because that museum has overhead. That museum has things that they need to pay for. Yeah, I've encountered that argument you mentioned, that someone devalues completely the act of making the games available at a storefront. Like, as an analog, if I run a store for used records and vinyls, and a person thinks they should be able to get the records and vinyls for free, just because the original artist is not getting paid for the transaction. Yeah, like, yeah. I don't know if this is still a thing, but there used to be a list of most pirated TV shows. It was a gauge of how popular the show was. And that's, like, when things are really, really popular, you will find that even if there's a legal means to access, there's a lot of piracy going on, right? Again, and I kind of agree with Guernica here. Stealing is innately human, unfortunately. Behavioral scientist here. I took a minor in psychology as I did my history degree, Guernica, so I definitely I definitely feel you on that one. Gonna go continue my OpenMW playthrough. It is so good. Have a great Guernica. OpenMW is, it's amazing. Enjoy, and thank you for tuning in. Thank you for adding to the conversation. It is much appreciated, my friend. Game Freak, welcome in. I do see you, Squishabunny. I see you, Jodre. I'm holding off until Poison. Ooh, yes, I saw that. I did see that. Yeah, I'm very excited. I'm very, very excited. There will always be those individuals out there. Yeah, that's why I said I also agree. Yeah, and yeah, 100%. 100%. I'm not saying that any arguments that you may have in favor of this framework and everything is, oh, font crime, sorry, I was on a rant. I apologize. Welcome in, my friend. I hope you're having a good day. Yeah, like, I'm not saying that there's no rational argument for this stuff. I'm saying that from my stance, I'm trying to get games preservation into the limelight. I'm trying to get it out of the shadows. I'm trying to have a lot of really deep, nuanced conversations about why games preservation is important, not just as you having access to a video game. It's so much more than that. There's cultural history, what entertains us? It is the Colosseum, not history. That was entertainment. There are people who specialize on the history of the Colosseum. So should there not also be people who are mindful of the context and the nuance of video games preservation? And I'm sorry, like, I get that a lot of people think that just having the game available is enough, but this thing ran the game uniquely. My GameCube, my PlayStation 2, my original Xbox, these things are unique in the way that they run our video games. And to emulate that, like, we have to ask ourselves, instead of just saying, get an emulator, loser, we have to ask ourselves, okay, not everybody games on PC. If you want to jailbreak your console to run an emulator, you need a PC. If you want to run an emulator without a console, you need a PC. So when you say, just emulate, or when you say, if you're a PC elitist, and PC is my preferred method of gaming now, but to say that excludes a lot of the people in the console space from having a games preservation conversation. And I don't really believe that they should be excluded from the conversation. I think that this industry and its products have contributed to our history, so we should preserve this version of the game as accurately and as ardently as humanly possible. Astral, welcome in. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Managed to make it before the 2-hour mark, and that's a new record for me. But I must lurk as I have chores. Do your chores. Don't get in trouble. I am hosting people. I am hosting people over the weekend, so I need to clean quite a bit as well. But we are making time for the stream in the schedule because last week was an absolute mess, and I'm hoping to make quite a bit of headway with Assassin's Creed Rogue, because that has been something that I
Your health is low. Do you have any potions or food?
It's not really hydrating, honestly, but it does taste good. If I don't do my chores, I'll be grounded from video game. Absolutely. We do not want you getting banned from the video games. We do not want that. What have you been playing these days, incidentally? You love a good rat fond crimes? I'm so glad you do. Okay, so let's get the game opened up. As I said, I do want to make a decent amount of headway with regards to the games. And I don't know if this is something that you guys would be open to. So right now my schedule is pretty fragmented. So I do Assassin's Creed, and then, I will play Assassin's Creed, and then I'll play The Witcher, then I'll play Baldur's Gate. And it does help for, like, stopping burnout and stuff like that, I would say. But at the same time, I do think that it makes the game playthroughs take a little bit longer, and if I want to start reviewing the games with you guys, I might have to make more of a concerted effort to get through the video games. I'm not really sure how I want to structure things at this point, but I kind of feel like the way that it is currently structured, it does make things go a little bit long in the tooth. I don't know if you guys agree. Take your time with playing the games. No, I do understand that. But at the same time, this week, other than the Sanctum playthrough with Audibel, I'm going to be doing, I'm just going to be playing Assassin's Creed this week, basically. So that'll allow me to get through the game and get to the next, especially now that there's viewer pick games. People are picking out the games that they would like to see on stream using their channel points. So I do want to, there's kind of a two ways to look at this, right? It's, you know, should I 100%, should I completionist the game? Or should I just get through the story and enjoy the game for that value kind of thing? So, many ways to look at it. I'm still mulling things over, but yeah. If you rush playing through it, yeah, no, like, I'm definitely not rushing, but yeah, like, I'm not really rushing the reviews, because we have, like, what, 18 games to review? I played a lot of games on stream at this point, so there's lots of stuff that we can go through. Yeah, I take a lot of time on games personally. Open world is my bane, because I know for a fact I will absolutely get lost inside. Yeah, like, I want to play Tamriel Rebuilt on stream, but I know for a fact that I should not do that for a while, so that I can actually, like, get through some games. Tamriel Rebuilt is going to be, like, a year of my life. And then they're going to do another expansion, and it's going to be like, oh my god. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 was a whole life for you? Yeah, exactly. Absolutely. Oh, has it done it to me again? There we go. Yeah, I'm not really sure why it keeps doing that to me, but... Okay, so... We have taken down the Frenchman. Okay. Alright, we're not getting tipped. Good. So... We have just taken down the Chevalier that had the Man of War, and apparently that unlocks a bunch of ships, or rather ship upgrades, I think, that I can get for the Morrigan, and that will allow me to do some legendary ship battles and stuff like that, which the ship combat in this game is by far my favorite aspect of the game, so I am 100% down for that. Alright, let's see here. Can you hear the game? Everything's good?
Kenway. The La Vérendrye's dead. I have the coordinates. I know where the assassins are going.
Then, let us make haste.
Not gonna lie, I was kind of expecting more there.
Do you think Achilles and Liam have found the precursor site?
The world is still standing. If they uncovered it, they have not yet set the Earth in motion.
How gentlemanly of them.
There should still be time. Master Gist, stay here. I shall accompany Shay.
Sir, with respect, are you sure that's wise?
As Grand Master, I must investigate this precursor matter to the end, and witness the death of Achilles' brotherhood.
If the assassins do trigger an earthquake, at least there's few around to suffer.
I have no intention of letting your former colleagues destroy a precursor site, regardless.
Interesting. I am really looking forward to how this game ends.
If it wasn't so damn cold.
Tread carefully. Some of this ice is rather thin.
All right. Oh my god. Okay. Seriously though, the parkour in this game, what I just did there, the grip strength that you would require is absolutely insane. To grip like this, to actually climb. Master Kenway, that was rude. That is something I always, like, when I'm playing these games, I always laugh at.
That's a hefty crew Achilles brought.
I doubt he expects all of them to survive these conditions.
That's bleak. But we're still outnumbered. Let's keep a low profile, avoid unnecessary fights.
Alright, so...
recognize you. Come, let us enter their parlor.
So... We do have snipers up high that, I don't know, can I actually take them down is the question. Oh shit. Okay, he's just doing his thing. Cool.
I will not let you slip.
Oh shit. Why do I keep oh my god, why do we keep jumping out? Okay, that works. That's fine. I don't know how that worked, but it did. But oh, because I've been seen, I see. Alright, I feel like Kenway's popping off. Oh, yeah, Kenway's popping off right now. Alright, so much for stealth. Alright. Yep, Kenway, you just be heckin' distracted. You just be a heckin' distraction. Oh, drop kicked his ass. No, no, you climb. Can I not assassinate this guy? Alright. Cool. Good job, Kenway. Good job. Alright, let's see. So that is the remainder of the way. Oh shit. Oh shit! I love how they give you all these tools to be an absolutely just stealthy assassin, and then they send Kenway with you and he's just an absolute monster.
Go on, Shay. I will find another way.
Thank God. All right. Duke it out. Slay your friends. Oh, very nice. Very, very nice. I gotta say, the assassinations are so satisfying. They are so bloody satisfying. Okay. Now, do we have anyone? Ooh, we do. Ooh. Oh, very nice. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Let's go turn around. There we go. Very nice. Okay. Alright, we have to take the lay of the land here. So, I do have plenty of places to hide. I have lots of high ground, which is good. I feel like those snipers are going to be... They are going to be of paramount concern. Also, I did realize that eagle vision is something I have not been making enough use of, so I'm trying to remedy that. All right. We'll wait for him to turn around, and then I think I can take these guys down relatively easily. Although, see, it's hard to tell. Like, is there something... Yeah, so, like, I've got my objective, but I don't think it gives me my mission objectives, which has been the tough part. Alright, so they... Oh! Okay, so that's a little bit cheeky. So they've turned around. There we go. Whoa. Easy, easy.
Stop what you're doing right there. I can't wait to see my blade buried in your heart.
Okay, so he is acting like he saw me, but I don't know how he could have. Why are you acting like you've seen me? Alright, alright. Carry on then.
No business up here.
Sure, I will take it. Actually, can I loot some ammo from you? I will do that. Ooh, there's lots, guys. Alright. Okay. Okay, there was one guy over there. Alright, I've seen him now. Alright. Oh, oh, oh! Woo! Okay, alright, alright. We getting by? Let's do a berserk dart on Buddy Boy. And then we will get as far away as we can. Oh, that is not what I wanted. Shay, you have to get out of the water, otherwise you're going to freeze. There we go. Perfect. Alright, let's get him. Alright, they were... Okay, it seems like they're both taken down, so we're in good shape. So let's get as much of this as we can. Sleep grenade is going to be a good idea, too. I need to make more use of that. Okay, so... This seems to be the most difficult area that we've had, assassination-wise, as of yet. I hope this is this the end of the game? It can't be. It can't be. There's got to be something else to it. Interesting. All right. This is where I need to go. Ah, there we go. Of course, the day I'm like, I'm just gonna devote the entire week to Assassin's Creed Rogue. It's the end of the game. Alright, well, in that case... Oh, God. Can I even backtrack? Can I even backtrack? Let's see. I might not be able to. Yeah, it doesn't look like I'm able to. I might have locked myself in here. Interesting. I wonder if there is a way. Does anyone know of a way to revert back to before the mission? So, let's see. Because if this is the end of the game, then I think it is a good idea to do some side content if I... let's see... So I guess we could try exit memory, exit animus. I guess quit to main menu. All right, let's see what that does. Oh, it's exit. Oh, okay, of course I picked the wrong one. All right, so let's do exit memory. And that'll take us to before the mission starts. And that way I can do, yeah, here we go. All right, so this is what I want. So let's start looking around for some of the side content. So what I was hoping to do, so we have legendary ship battles now. And that was something I was very much wanting to explore. So I think what I will need to do, then is I will need to head down here, and I need to make sure that the ship is ready. So obviously we don't have enough gold in order to upgrade the ship completely, but with that said, I think we do have enough to do a little bit more upgrading, so we can upgrade the hull armor the entire way. I don't think the ram is something I would like to upgrade. Round shot strength. Ooh, that would be a good one. I feel like that would be a good one. Okay, mortar. Set of the copper mortars allows the Morgan to deal large, long-range damage. Okay. So we are going to upgrade the mortar because that has been something in the past that we have really not been able to, we've not been able to explore as much as I would have liked. Heavy shot storage allows the Morgan to transport a large amount of heavy shots. Okay, so let's see. Heavy shot storage is pretty cheap, so let's buy that. They're designed to do with maxed out cannons and health bare minimum. Alright, so we might have to do a little bit more work in terms of money then. We are getting quite a bit of money from our renovated buildings, so that's pretty good. Let's see. Sure, why not do some burning oil storage as well? Alright. We were running out of a lot of mortar, so I don't really think that is a bad upgrade. So let's upgrade heavy shot. And then so those are fully upgraded. Sure, let's upgrade the explosive shot strength. Right. So, if that is the case, first of all, let's see. Ooh, I got a ton of money from that. Oh my god. That is actually, that's like playing Fable, honestly. You know, when you play Fable and you get to the point where you've just like, you've upgraded so much of your real estate barony that you're basically just making money constantly, kind of thing. Let's see. Day Hiker, welcome in. The only thing that comes to mind for question of the day is Armored Core being dwarfed by other FromSoft titles. I've effectively divorced myself from judging a game by studio or publisher because of the passage of time. 100%. But I think there's a utility in terms of the cultural conversation of a game when it comes to that stuff. Like, the mechanism through which things are obscured is kind of... That is one of the most fascinating things to me. Koala, in a previous stream, mentioned, like, the popularity of a game being what makes sure it gets preserved. And intuitively, that is true, but counterintuitively, the reality is different. There are lots of games that were very, very popular when they released, and they do not get preserved. They do not get preserved. So I do find that aspect to be quite interesting. They did bring back Armored Core recently with Armored Core 6, which was nice. I have to get into mech games. I've always wanted to, like, who was it? I had a friend in high school that was just obsessed with Gundam. Just absolutely obsessed with Gundam. So they would play, what was it? I think it was, yeah, there was Armored Core, there was the Gundam games, but then there was another mech game for the PlayStation 2. I forget the name of it. It's actually a pretty penny these days. I think a copy will go for like $100 now. But live footage from Kuon and Eternal Rings and yeah. I want to play Kuon so bad. It is so ridiculously expensive. It is so... Zone of the Enders, yes! Yes, Jerkops! Thank you. Yeah, so anything mech battle for like the PS2, my friend had that game. And it was really, really cool, but I never personally interacted with the genre. So, select mission. Interesting. Alright. So we will send the Duke. Oh, repair the ship, that's why. The ship got damaged. Alright, so we will deploy the Victoria. And then we can deploy the Sussex. Gonna throw in an oddball game here. Geist for GameCube. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's the only M-rated game that Nintendo directly had their hand in making. Kind of a commercial flop. I do remember Geist. I do. Yeah, that was one of the few games for the GameCube, like you were saying. There was Geist, there was Eternal Darkness, obviously there was Resident Evil, but that's one of the more popular franchises. There was another one that was rated M, but it's incredibly obscure. I want to play MechWarrior games. I'm a sucker for arcadey war sims, like World of Tanks, that include authentic features, and I think MechWarriors... I have to get into them all. I really want to get into them all. Ghoul, welcome in. I hope you're having a good day. I found our last conversation in chat very enlightening. I felt Morrowind is so old it's not relevant to more modern discussions. Cyberpunk has many advocates. Horizon is a niche I seem to fill. So, enlightening in what way, Dayhiker? You've piqued my curiosity. Obviously, you've talked about Horizon a lot more than... when I think of you and our conversations about Bethesda and the Elder Scrolls, I honestly, you haven't had very positive opinions, but Morrowind is the game. That is your cutoff for... obviously, you still play Oblivion, you've played Skyrim, but Morrowind is kind of like that sweet spot Bethesda game for you. But due to kind of the deriding that you've done on more contemporary Bethesda, Morrowind didn't occur to me, which I guess would be enlightening, in a way. Alright, 7 years war progression. Alright, so we do need to gather some resources for that much anyways. Alright, so we do have some upgrades for the ship now that we can buy. What is this sell? Sell cargo. Oh, so I can sell... Ooh. Alright. So I can sell some tobacco. Alright, I do want to keep quite a bit back if I can. So let's do 750. We'll get a bunch of earnings off of that. We do have a... Oh, wait. No, I don't want to sell all. Let's sell about 350 stone. I'm doing pretty good here. Might play a game. What are you planning on playing? I'm doing fantastic today. I got to drive one of my classic cars, and I kind of underrated how good driving a classic car is for my mental health. But oh my god, I was in heaven. I was in absolute heaven. I was like, oh my god, I miss this. I miss this so much. Okay, how much is metal? Alright, so I wouldn't make that much off of metal. Okay. Midnight Suns recently. I do to ride modern Bethesda quite heavily, and Morrowind has limited relevance at 24 years old, but when I'm playing Tainted Grail or similar, I judge it on the spectrum of Morrowind plus Skyrim. Morrowind to Skyrim, I see. Yeah, what do you think of Tainted Grail so far? I played that game since early access, and I loved it. I loved Tainted Grail. Alright, let's buy some upgrades for the ship then. So let's buy the final hull armor upgrade. So there we go. Let's upgrade the broadside cannons. And that's about the best we can do for right now. Okay, so what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to start exploring a little bit, I think. Darkfire, welcome in on the YouTube side. I hope you're having a fantastic day. As you can see, I fixed my chat finally. Yeah, so what I found out is, Twitch's, I forget what the term used was, but I think it's Twitch's API. What is this? A Man of War. Level 49, alright. I don't think I'm not sure I can take on a Man of War. Anyways. But Twitch, it was Twitch that was breaking my chat, basically. It only worked on its native user interface on OBS, but when I tried to employ my ADEM plugin in order to read chat, it ended up not working. Which is a shame. Right. We did... Oh, God. Oh, that's going to explode. Shit.
Fire! Sir, to the fore! A fore, Captain!
I noticed that a little last minute. Alright, let's get out of these. Ooh, we have a brig we can take down. Alright, I'm into it. Let's do this. I'm very fond of Tainted Grail. The character building feels good, the combat and magic feels good. It's very Bethesda-like in writing, and T-Junction writing, but I found good things, rewarding exploration and world building. Yeah, it's a very, very charming game, in a lot of ways.
This cold will kill us all!
Alright. That brig is getting quite shat on. Yeah! There we go. I think there is a Man of War. There we go. Woo! Right, we gotta get out of the way here. Give him the broadsides. Just avoid the icebergs if we can. Oh, there we go. That was fantastic. I think that actually ended up saving me a little bit. All right. Oh, here we go. ready. Oh, we reloaded. Perfect. Oh, we're very close to the legendary ship here. Woo! There we go. Oh, can I board? I can. Very good. Alright, let's get him with the puckle gun. Can I? Yes, I can. Oh, did I hit my own crew? Ah, shit. A little bit too close. Get him. Oh. Oh, come on. We haven't quite taken him down yet. Almost there. That guy was an officer, obviously. There we go. Oh, almost. Perfect. There we go. All right, now, the question is, do I loot them or not? That is the question. I have to pitch you an idea. Lord of the Rings and everything is normal, but Golem is replaced with steel. I don't think it would be any different. I honestly don't think it would be any different. Is that bad? Okay, I'm gonna send this to Cormac's fleet. That's what I'm gonna do. There we go. And that way I can send them off on more missions. Which, obviously, it will require some resources, but... Now, is this a legendary ship battle? It might be. We are very, very close to... Yeah. This might be... Ooh, that's a little dicey. Oh, God. Oh, yeah. That looks like an absolute... Oh, God. That looks terrible. All right. Now, that is a frigate nearby. So I could go for it. Alright, what do we have here? So we have a frigate, and we have a man-of-war. So the man-of-war, I don't think I can take. But the frigate I can. Oh, God. Because I barely survived a man-of-war. Oh, God, am I feeling spicy? Am I feeling spicy, chat?
Careful, Captain. These waters are closely watched by our enemies.
Fuck it, let's do it! Give him the broadsides, boys! Okay, hit him again. Yeah! There we go. Now, can I switch to... Can I switch the kind of shot I'm using? Easy, easy. Speed up. Can I... Oh, God. I hit shore. That was my bad. That was my bad. I'm actually not doing that horribly. God, but it is kicking the crap out of my armor. Okay, I just gotta lock in. Jeez, lots of rounds out of these frigates. So going in range of the broadside is... There we go. Right. That largely missed us. Almost. Ooh. All right. Great. That's actually not too bad. All right, let's move in. We actually did very well there, considering it was a frigate. But I can see what Dragon is saying about the ship upgrades. Right. On the Packle gun. Right, let's... Come on. Oh, I'm not close enough yet. Come on. There we go. There. Okay. Come on, show me your head. There we go. Almost. It's almost enough for the enemy crew. Okay, screw it. We're going in! Got him! Move him along. There we go. There we go. Whew! Oh my god! Alright, did we win? Oh, I haven't won yet. Thought I was... Oh, it's the ship's flag, because... Yeah, right. Because it's a frigate, I have to take the flag down. Flag? Up this way? There we go. Yeah, cool. Oh, you bastard. You rat bastard. There we go. All right. And that's a win. TL, welcome in. Question of the day, Myth and Oni by Bungie. Mostly because of how good Halo was. Just took all the attention away of their earlier games, and nobody's made this. The Marathon games were also fantastic. Marathon was great. And it's just, well, first of all, it was mainly for the Apple, which makes it obtuse, but you can actually get Marathon. I think you can get Marathon for free now, if I'm not mistaken. I think you can actually get Marathon for free. Yeah, they just made a new Marathon. Well, obviously there's a new one, but that new one is doo-doo caca, so... Alright, I feel like we should repair the Morgan. And am I going to... Do I feel spicy enough to take a man of war? I don't really think I do. Myth is probably the biggest one, given the Siege of Madrigal song. Is in the hell... Yeah. Alright, do we have any shoreline areas that I have not visited yet? Well, it would appear that I've not visited this area. It's a hostile settlement. Not a lot of loot. Not a lot of loot. I'm not expecting Bungie to pivot to making Myth games, but even a modern re-release. I think that the problem is that, and this is part of the, okay. This is actually worth saying. So, when I say that I'm in the games preservation space, and that there are people in that space that actually undervalue the history, it's actually also people within the industry that undervalue the history, right? They don't believe that a modern re-release would make enough money, so they don't do it. And that's really frustrating. Because I think it would actually be really cool to and I've talked about this in the past, if we explore old mechanics that didn't quite work out using our modern accoutrement with video games, I think that we can actually make really obscure mechanics from like the PS1 era actually work really well. One series that I would really love to see get a reboot is Galarians and Parasite Eve. Parasite Eve, especially, I feel like could get a really sweet modern reboot, and it would be absolutely fantastic. Like, a lot of the mechanics that make Parasite Eve really obtuse for a lot of people, I think we could easily make it work with modern UI and stuff like that. Have I played the Dragon Age games? I'm a huge fan of Dragon Age. I'm an absolute sucker for a BioWare game. 100%. The narrator's voice and the music really sells the dark fantasy atmosphere. Yeah. I'm playing my first ever Dragon Age tonight, starting with... Oh. Enjoy. They are fantastic video games. I will say I'm not a huge fan of, like, Dragon Age 2. And, I'm not a hater on Inquisition, but I'm not a massive enjoyer of it either. It fixed a lot of what 2 did wrong, in my view, but I'm a huge proponent for it. Don't take my word for it, play it yourself. Alright, there's a brig. Get him! I wonder why I'm not taking... Like, I used to take brigs down very quickly. There we go. Ooh, okay. Perfect. Take that down. Oh, come on. Oh, mostly hit the water. Crap. Oh god, really? Right now? Damn it! The loot from that is probably really good. Damn it. There we go. Okay, 2 good hits, 2 good hits. Oh, that was good. That was good. How do I switch to explosive shot, actually? That's my songs. So I think I'm just using regular heavy shot is my problem. Or part of my problem, anyways. You used heavy shot a lot, which requires big close quarters and not aiming, just shooting from the side straight up. Oh, I see. There we go. Oh, so explosive shots only from the front. I see. Get on the puckle gun. All right, let's see. Don't. Okay, there we go. There's one. Ooh, very nice. Okay, we almost have the... Ooh! Crap. Crapola! Come on, Shay, get on the ship. Okay, we only have one person we have to kill, so there's that at least. There we go. So it's almost more worth it to go for the brigs, because they're just easier to take down. Interesting. Okay, so ideally speaking then, I need to just make sure that I'm as close as possible, and then I hit them with the broadside cannons, and that's the most damage. Because if I hit them from too far of a range, then it's not going to work. And obviously the puckle gun gives us options in that regard too.
What we've taken. They're too closer. Brace.
Lose and catch the wind!
Okay, so there's another brig there. Where's the POW ship that they were talking about? Well, and I will say TL, the GOG version, is very good in...
Cannon ready for impact.
There we go. There we go.
Awaiting orders, sir.
Okay, where is my...
Burning oil would stop her from ramming us.
Can't really shoot the mortar right now, by the looks of it. There we go. This is definitely my favorite part of this game. The ship combat is just excellent. Oh, I have no mortar. That's my problem. Oh, no. Oh, crap. There we go. It's going a little fast there.
Stay out of heavy shot range.
Oh, shit. Oh, that's not good. Oh, that's really not good. Alright, I need to get this brig down as quickly as possible. And then, that way I can take down... That is a man of war. That is a whole ass man of war. Oh, son of a bitch. Son of a bitch! Oh, man. Okay. There we go. Okay. Awesome. Love that for me. Oh, am I gonna survive this? Oh, we are not in good shape. Alright, I need to get out of here. I'm gonna try and run for it. Woo! Oh, shit. Okay, okay, okay. There we go. Oh, is that gonna take me down? That might take me down. Woo! God. Alright. We're good, we're good. Am I going to escape? I'm actually going to escape. Victory is mine. And I'm pretty sure the Morgan's just gonna heal just because I'm escaping the area. That would have been huge money, though. That really would have been huge money, but... I can't risk it. I can't risk it. Alright, so we don't have any mortar rounds, though. I find that strange.
Sir, to full.
Alright, and we have no mortars, so... I'm not sure I want to take the fort on either.
When your money's all gone, it's the same old song. Get up, Jack John, sit down. Hey, come along, come along.
Is there anywhere I can make port that is attractive right now? Is there anywhere I can make port that is attractive right now? Well, we could... I guess we could try and... Yeah, there's some animus fragment and stuff there, so... Why not? We'll head over here. Let's see, let's go for a sea shanty I actually want to hear right now. Yeah, let's avoid this dude. We do not want to trade with that guy right now. We're slowly getting some ship health back. Slowly. I am pretty surprised how hefty a brig is these days. I used to be able to take them down really easily in the early game. It's like they got more health. Well, I mean, they're probably like me at this point. They have more armor, for one. Alright, we're almost at the port, so let's just up to travel speed. So, is there like an optimal strategy? Like, obviously, bow damage is really, really good. Once I get use of a mortar, that'll probably help quite a bit as well. So I should probably spend some of my money on... I think there's like a shipmaster right there. So we probably have to buy some mortar. Where are they? Okay, those guys are there. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Free hostages without being detected. Oh! There. So save hostages without being detected. Well, that went out the window. Jamok, welcome in. Welcome in, Raiders. Jamok, I hope you're having a good day. Snow, welcome in. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Hope the week has been very, very good to you. Let me give you guys a proper hello. Oh, here we go. Raiders, welcome to the game library, where we don't just play the games, we study them. Today, we're playing my first ever Assassin's Creed game, actually, and we almost inadvertently beat it without doing a bunch of side content. So I've backtracked, we're doing some more side content, but normally my stream is focused on video games preservation and conversations about the history of video games, as I am a historian and I love video games. So it kind of naturally sent me in that direction. So we get very deep into our games here. We like to do very in-depth playthroughs, dive deep into the mechanics, dive deep into the culture that these games represent, all of it. So if that is your cup of tea, I invite you to hit that follow button if you haven't already. And to my people, if you have not followed Jamok, he is an absolutely fantastic guy to hang out with. Very, very ardent gamer. I really love hanging out in there. He's been playing mostly, I think, the Old Republic lately, but he's branching out into some other playthroughs as well. I do see a lot of JRPG on his channel as well, and it looks like he was playing some Fire Emblem, The Sacred Stones today. How was that game? I must confess, I'm not one with the JRPG yet. I do have a bunch of JRPGs. I'm hoping to get into them very, very soon. But I really haven't played much. I keep being told, Astral, one of our community members especially, he really tells me that I have to play Legend of Dragoon. He tells me that Legend of Dragoon is an absolute must. But obviously, before I start ranting and raving too much more, if you do need to get your post-stream care, please food, water, sleep, whatever it is you need. Make sure that you're taking care of yourselves, guys. It is more important than the stream. We did wrap up with the Sith Warrior storyline. Fire Emblem has been fun. Only did a few maps tonight. JRPGs are great. I love Trails. Yeah, Trails. Or Trials. Trails. New remake this month. the reason I've never really gotten into, the closest I've gotten is probably Pokemon in terms of like turn-based Japanese developer, and Pokemon is kind of RPG-ish. It's RPG adjacent, I would say. There's not really any choices. You're kind of on tracks. The choice and the nuance of the game is obviously like what Pokemon, what your party is, kind of thing. So again, I would call Pokemon JRPG adjacent, and that's probably the closest I've really ever gotten in my life. I do love a good Capcom game. Resident Evil is one of my favorite franchises of all time. But yeah, it's not something that I spent a lot of time with, and I think it's the way the combat expresses in those games. I prefer, like, we're doing a playthrough of Baldur's Gate right now, and if I'm going to have any sort of turn-based system in a game, I kind of prefer the approach that, like, a Baldur's Gate takes, as opposed to, say, like a Final Fantasy or a Pokemon or something like that, where it's like static figures and then you're just, you know, you're picking moves and stuff like that. I'm not saying it's bad, I'm just saying that has kept me from diving in sooner. But it is definitely on my radar, and it's something that I can't really say that I'm super educated on. So naturally, like, before I say I don't enjoy something, I like to have at least tried to experience it. Like, I can't say that I don't enjoy Assassin's Creed because I'm playing Rogue right now and I'm having a good time. Does that mean I enjoy all Assassin's Creed? Probably not. But we're giving this one a try, and I'm having a very good time with it. Most JRPGs, I feel, are more so story-based rather than total choice-based. It's more how you want to fight versus decisions within the story. Yeah, like, I noticed that the build in a JRPG is very, very important. Like, the moveset that you choose. So, when I was a kid playing Pokemon, right, you would have stab moves, is what they were called. And then you would have status moves. And then you would have, like, buff moves. So you would have moves like, Flamethrower or Tackle, which is a stab move. But then you'd have moves like Sand Attack, which is a debuff on your enemy. And then you also have moves like, what is the one? It's so annoying. Rest. Snorlax used it all the time. Snorlax is my favorite Pokemon. Rest is Snorlax's, like, kind of status restore kind of move. So I find within a JRPG, they like to play with that quite a bit. Like, your expression of choice is in your moveset. It is in your combat within the game, rather than overtly within choice, like, say, in, like, an open world game, like an Elder Scrolls kind of thing. And again, it's not better or worse, it's just different. And it's really different from what I have characteristically enjoyed most in my life. And again, the closest I've got is Pokemon. It's one of my favorite franchises. I play it all of the time. Whenever I'm at work on break, I can normally be found rocking my SP. I do like my SP because there's a backlight on it, obviously, so... But this is a bone stock SP. So you've got, and actually I think, you know, it doesn't sound terrible either. The speaker actually doesn't sound that terrible. And the picture's pretty good. For the SP, I would say the picture's pretty good. I don't mind it. Yeah. I will eventually get a modded SP, but I don't know. I think having something that's bone stock is pretty nice. I've got two. So I've got my blue one, and then my brother didn't want his anymore, so he gave me his red one. So actually, I might as well show you all of my Nintendo handhelds. Yeah, Cobalt Game Boy SP. I do plan, because I'm a collector, I've got a crow brain, So I will So, does anyone remember these? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Old school third-party travel case. Oh yeah. Look, it's kind of broken because I used to use it a lot, but you've got your games, then you've got your SP right here. So yeah, I'm rocking two. I've got 2 SPs. Now the triggers on these ones broke, which is why this one doesn't get used as much, but this one is a little less scuffed up. You can kind of, if I catch the light right, it's a little scuffed right there, but this one is very scuffed on the top. Because I use this one quite a bit more. Revan, welcome in. I hope that you are having an absolutely fantastic day. So yeah, those are my SPs. Those are both of my Game Boy Advance SPs. I do have a stock Arctic Crystal, I believe is what they call this color. Game Boy Advanced. Stock. I have a Game Boy Color in transparent purple, which I absolutely adore this thing. I think in terms of like hand feel, like just holding the Game Boy, I think the Game Boy Color probably feels the best, I would say. But yeah, last thing I was playing on my Game Boy Color was some, let's see if the light catches it, some Yu-Gi-Oh! Dark Duel Stories is what I was playing on this last. I've got my Game Boy Pocket, which was a gift from my friend. This was my first Nintendo console. It's a handheld, of course, but this doesn't work anymore. I need to fix this. So my plan with this one is to just restore it back to stock. So I need to get a back cover, because I don't know what it is about these. You would always break the clips is what it was. So you always lost your battery cover. But I plan on getting another Game Boy Pocket and another Game Boy Color and modding them. So I'm going to have some stock ones and I'm going to have some modded ones is the plan. Oh, and so you will absolutely appreciate this. I am told these are worth quite a bit of money now. I am told these are worth quite a pretty penny. So I got this with my copy of Pokemon Soul Silver. This is called the Poke Walker. So what you would do is you would load your Pokemon onto this. And so this was like Pokemon Go before Pokemon Go, honestly. So what the Nintendo was trying to do was they were trying to get you to load your Pokemon on this, and they said your steps in a day would level your Pokemon up. You'd get stronger Pokemon from being fit, getting your steps. So these almost always got thrown out. So this is actually, okay, I'm going to talk about this for a second because this is actually a really interesting part of video games history. And this speaks to I think what we were talking about earlier with Day Hiker about the devaluation of a lot of these things. And the Pokewalker is something that when Heart Gold and Soul Silver came out, yeah, this was like a cool little bauble that you got with the game, but nobody really appreciated it. Nobody really thought twice about this thing. So they normally just threw this in a drawer somewhere, and then they just played the game. They just they put the Pokewalker away, and then they just ended up getting their DS or their DS Lite out, and they would just play the game. They didn't really care about the Pokewalker, other than maybe its value for leveling up your Pokemon. But these got lost in the hundreds of thousands. And now, many years later, the fan base of Pokemon has realized, oh shit, this was actually really cool. This was something really neat that Nintendo did in accompaniment to the DS and to Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver, and we just didn't appreciate it. And I think that this is something important about game preservation and its conversation as well. Railbound! Welcome in the double raid! We are getting double raided. Railbound, welcome in. Choo-choo, here comes the Railbound raid train. How are you, my friend? Could I get a shout-out for Railbound? We were just having a yap about undervalued video games history. So while I introduce myself, Railbound, I think the question of the day also serves this really, really well as well. So what is a game from a really well-known developer that just isn't really known about, despite the developer being super, super famous? The mechanism is interesting to me, so it's an interesting question to consider. But any video game's history, the Pokewalker being a great example, any video game's history that just got forgotten because it was undervalued, I think is an interesting conversation. So, with that said, Raiders, welcome to the Game Library, where we don't just play the games, we study them. My name is Martin. This is a variety stream. I focus on video games history and the preservation of that history through experience. So we dive really deep into our games here. We play old, new, everything in between, as it facilitates a conversation. And something I'm planning on implementing later on in the stream's history, I'm hoping soon actually, is once we're done game review, once we are done the game, I plan on reviewing the game and talking about its preservation in the modern day. So not only are we going to do a playthrough of the game to see it and its merits, but then we're also going to have a conversation about accessibility, technical stability, its completeness of data, the cultural history, and, you know, its documentation in the annals of history. Gotta raid and run, it's 2 a.m. Absolutely, if you gotta raid and run, please, food, water, sleep. It's all important, much more important than the stream. Make sure you're taking care of yourself, just like Railbound. Railbound, thank you so much for trusting me with the community. It is much appreciated, my friend, and I hope that you have a great sleep. I hope that you have a fantastic sleep. Some fun shiny hunts can be done with a Pokewalker. Yes, absolutely, but it's something that is definitely not super well, and Dragon, I still use this. It works. I still use this. So I have Pokemon Soul Silver, and I don't have Heart Gold yet. I do want to get it, but it's hellaciously expensive now. The Pokemon tax is real on that one. But I want to get Pokemon Heart Gold, and yeah, I'll use this. Absolutely. And in the trades, you know, if I have a Pokemon I really want to level up, yeah, I'll just do one of these kind of thing, because there's a pocket clip on it. So I'll just do one of these, provided it's not too crazy of a day. I'll just like put it right here, or I'll put it on my belt, or put it in my pocket or something. But yeah, I think it's cool. I think it's really cool, and I enjoy using it. I was poking fun at the folk who leave Pokemon on there and leave. Yeah, it's kind of like, what's the other one? Tamagotchi? I think it's Tamagotchis. Or there's another one. Neopets? Might be Neopets. But yeah, same deal. It's like, oh, Nintendogs was really bad too. Nintendogs was awful for that. I remember loading up my sister's... Oh my god, I remember loading up my sister's Nintendogs, because it was like 10 years later, and... oh... it was not good, guys. It was not good. Nintendo did not have to make it that real. They did not. They did not have to go there, but they did. Because they're bastards. No, absolutely, they did the Nintendogs dirty. They did the Nintendogs dirty. Alright. Exactly, the things I've seen. The things I've seen. Alright, with that said, Quinn... oh, is not a neglected Nintendog. You did not have to jump like that. You did not have to do that. Furby was the original surveillance device. I think they've done that in movies too. Like, I think we've got some zeitgeist for that as well. I'm sure. Hi. Do I not feed you properly? Like, what's going on? Oof. What? Yeah, I know, it's so hard being the child of millennial parents. Yeah. Yep. Childless millennial parents and their dog babies. Yep. You got it so hard. Yep. The struggle of the corgi. Mm-hmm. The rough doggo life. All right, I will give you a treat, but I gotta put you down because we're teaching bad lessons. We're teaching lap means treat, and I don't want that lesson because sometimes I have to play games, and I don't want you feeling neglected. Okay? Is that okay with you, Your Majesty? Bark once for yes. Can you say hi? Okay, there we go. Oh, she's got it so hard, I'll tell you. I do have to get the Quinn Cam back up and running. I keep thinking about it, and like obviously I'm going to trade school, going for my first round of trade school in the plumbing trade. So I will not be having as much play money. I am lucky though, because you get paid to go to school in the trades. You do have to pay for school as well, which is a little bit rough, but they do cover a lot of stuff. They do cover a lot of stuff. So you got your 50k redeemed by your wifey to have my daughters do my makeup for a stream yesterday. Also on my friend's birthday. So I streamed with. Oh god. All right, there we go. I will look after stream. I don't want to add to your trauma. All right, let's get back into the game, shall we? All right, as I said to all the raiders in Lurky Turkey space, we are playing Assassin's Creed Rogue today, which is a very, very, I would say, obfuscated Assassin's Creed game. It came out on a generational shift. So Assassin's Creed Unity came out for, I believe, the Xbox One, and this game came out for 360. It was one of the last games for Gen 7. So this game was seen as a ripoff of Assassin's Creed Black Flag, and in many ways it was, in many regards for the gameplay and stuff like that, but very independent story, and very interesting story that ties into the rest of the universe in a very interesting way, I would say. I've been slowly learning about this game and this universe, some Easter eggs from the game itself, but obviously I do a bit of research outside of stream as well, so I'm very fascinated by this. All right. So they killed the hostages? Like, what's going on here? Who's this guy? Oh, I have to kill this guy. Oh, there's specific ones I have to kill. Gotcha. All right, well, how about I do this? And I make you fight each other. There we go. Perfection. Unity was a launch title for the 8th gen, so this game was Ubisoft abandoning PS3 and 360. Not really much marketing at all. Yeah, I don't think they really cared about it. I honestly don't think they really cared about it. Alright, there we go. He's down. Alright, so I have a lot of... Ooh, jeez. I have a lot of guys to take down. This is not good. Alright, so we have a lot of snipers in this area. Okay, so they're practicing. There we go. All right. what we can grab here. This might actually be mortars for the ship. I might be able to take these. Alright, I do like my berserk darts, honestly, so let's do that. And then they can fight each other. Oh, okay. Hi. There we go. There we go. Woo! Oh my god, this is chaos! This is utter chaos! Alright, so now all I have to do is cut down the flag. Alright. Question of the day from Avalon. Welcome in, Avalon. Moon Remix RPG Adventure 1997 is a prime example of an oddly obscured game by notable creators. It was developed by Love Delic, a studio found by Yoshiro Kimura from former Squaresoft developers who worked on legendary titles like Super Mario RPG and Chrono Trigger. Despite its pedigree and massive influence on modern hits like Undertale, it remains a hidden relic for over 2 decades. Why brilliant games by notable devs fall into obscurity from star creators usually vanish from the public eye due to 4 main factors: regional locks and translation barriers, 2, overshadowing of from a mega hit, 3, failing hardware platforms, 4, anti-commercial gameplay experiments. I think your assessment is spot on, Avalon. I think that is absolutely spot on. Now, I think that this is kind of this is only natural that this happens too, because if we look at, say, like a year like 2025, if we're not counting just AAA, we had about, what, like 20,000 games released? Like, it was a lot of games. There was no way you were going to play all that. No way. So, you definitely get into a situation where it's like, you're kind of begging for stuff to get obfuscated. You're kind of begging for stuff to get obscured from the conversation. And I'm not saying that that, in and of itself, is something that we should try to get rid of. I think the video games industry... I think the mechanisms that make these things happen, they're natural, and I think they're going to happen no matter what you do, and if you try to intervene or intercede in those mechanisms, I think that you can end up creating some really strange issues that just cannot, they literally cannot be predicted. So, I think the best thing that we can do is preservation. I think the best thing that we can do is try to preserve the context and try and make sure that these games are available for research and entertainment as much as possible. All right. So we had some successes. Interesting, so... it doesn't seem like we're making really much... secure route, okay. Let's repair the Sussex. A game that comes to mind from Jormungandr is Policenauts by Hideo Kojima. Kojima is a great example of this, actually. Oh, what's the name of the game? It has a solar battery that is used for gameplay. Oh, what is the name of the game? It was such a niche mechanic, and now it is a genuinely super expensive game now. I think it's Boktai. Yeah, I think it's correct. Yeah. Surprisingly obscure compared to Kojima's better-known games like Metal Gear and Death Stranding. Kojima became famous for Metal Gear, so people tend to focus on the games that made him a household name. Add in the language barrier and its older niche adventure game style, and Policenauts basically became one of those you have to know about it games. And I think that Kojima is a great He's a great creator of games when you want to have a conversation about that mechanism. 100%. There we go. My turn. Yeah, it was Boktai. It used a solar sensor. Yeah, like, that was such... Like, Nintendo does this too, right? And it actually makes their games really, really hard to preserve authentically. So, I think that Boktai and the Nintendo Wii, and even, like, the Nintendo... Maybe not so much the Nintendo Switch, but... Genuinely, if authenticity is what you are going for, if you are going for preserving the history that these games represent, then you are most certainly going to be in a situation where those really interesting control schemes and mechanics that relied on specialty systems like a solar sensor for Boktai, and you end up being like, yeah, you can emulate it, but are you actually experiencing the game as it was originally intended? And frankly speaking, you're not. You're just not. And the preservation of that experience as closely as we can manage, because you can't manage 100%. You have a different monitoring system, you have a different society that you're living in, so on and so forth. But it is definitely a situation where I feel like the preservation of authenticity for these game systems is something that ends up being really, really underrated. I don't think it's talked about enough, actually. Flame, welcome in. I hope you're having an absolutely fantastic day. Hope the start to the week was amazing for you. How dare... No, I'm not. I'm not. But the culture around this game did. And that is what I want to start a conversation about. I want to start a conversation about, is this a Black Flag knockoff? And, you know, if you do think that, support your hypothesis. And if you don't think that, support your hypothesis. Right? We don't just play the games here, we have conversations about their impact and the cultural conversation for the game as well. Tidy, welcome in. I hope you're having a fantastic day, my friend. Okay, so I do have to... How would I heal my ship here? Is there a place to even do that? Alright, now we do have... Ooh, we have an assassin interception. Alright, let's do that then. Let's intercept the assassin. Alright. Accept interception. Alright, locate the assassination target. Right, so it's around the lighthouse. I don't think it's... Okay, it is timed. Eventually. It's gotta be the lady that's just standing there. Like... There we go. Alright. Locate and intercept the assassins. There we go. There. Right, now... There's a couple more.
You think you can escape us?
Come on. Why am I not... There we go. There! Thank you. Oh! Hi. I'm a disturber of the peace! No! No! Can't you see I'm trying to save someone's life? Oh my god. Okay. I think I just killed the British guard. No. I don't want to kill the Brits. I'm on your side, good friend.
Got him inside.
Oh, this is an absolute mess.
Got him inside.
Oh god. Oh god. Okay. Woo! Run away! Ah, crap. Clearly is they just didn't have enough money to include this into Black Flag. Well, okay. I think that is reductive in a way. Like, yes. Mechanically, is it very similar? Sure, but Resident Evil 2 is very mechanically similar to Resident Evil 1. Resident Evil 3 was very mechanically similar to Resident Evil 2. So, is the litmus test for quote-unquote knockoff similar mechanics? Sure, we can say that, but I think that having a different story and having a different... Like, this is a completely different development. Like, yes, they reused maybe a few assets, etc., but I think that this is this is a unique game within the frame of Assassin's Creed, so similar to Black Flag, 100%, but I do consider it its own game. I do absolutely consider it its own game. Oh, damn it. All right. The target died. All right, well, we still have to do the Eagle Vision. Let's do it. But, you see, Avalon, that's why I consider conversations like this important. Because it's like, terms like knockoff, terms like shovelware, terms like slop, right? These are terms that perhaps accurately describe the games in question, but I feel like these games are worth more than that in terms of their influence and their conversation in terms of the historiography of video games. And again, that's not to say that those terms are not accurate descriptors. I'm saying, and I'm trying to create nuance within the conversation, that, yeah, sure, like, you've described a feeling that these games have produced, but why? Like, what is the utility to that? Like, calling a game slop. What is... They're milking the brand. Sure, why wouldn't they, though? You would. Like, if I have an asset that makes me money, as just a regular average Joe, a dude, would I not? Like, am I better than that? That's another interesting conversation to have. Like, they're milking the brand. Sure. But there's a deeper conversation to be had there, which is, Avalon, I think that's easy to say, not being in that situation. I think that when presented with millions and millions of dollars, you know, can you be so sure? I can't. I've never had $1 million put in front of me. So I'm not sure. I would like to think so. I would definitely like to think so. But I don't know. It's kind of it's actually kind of a scary thought. I think Rogue was a worthwhile story to be told that connected the previous games in the new gen of Unity. And I think that a lot of developers, in an attempt to tell a cool story, they end up doing a lot of things that end up milking certain assets. And, like, I have a cool story to tell within the Star Wars universe. So am I milking the Star Wars brand if I make Dark Forces 3. Another story of Kyle Katarn type thing, right? Jedi Outcast could have been seen, like, Jedi Knight and Mysteries of the Sith was an ended story. So you could have been like, okay, that's the end of the story. But then they did Jedi Outcast. That, you could argue that that is a milking of a brand. You could argue, you could argue that a lot of sequels do that. And we do argue that a lot of the time. I argue that a lot of the time. But it's not, once it comes into existence, it's not a question of whether or not it should have existed. It's, this does exist, it's a part of the conversation, and now let's have a conversation about it. When you have a studio that is constantly eating up resources, you have to plan things in a way that sustain long-term survival unless you're willing to make big personal cuts. True. And this is where you get into, like Bungie right now. A lot of it is semantics. I don't like labeling games by kinds. I just care if it's good. Yeah, but what's good? Right? That is a... like, you can see how granular this gets. I like good games. What does that mean? Do I like the games that most other people like? Do I serve my own caprices in that, which is the answer, right? It's what's good is my personal taste because it's mainly subjective. 100%. Yeah, and corollary is not causatory. So if many people think a game is good, chances are it's good, but that doesn't mean it is good. A lot of people think Fortnite is good. I don't think Fortnite's a good game. I don't enjoy Fortnite, right? But the consensus would say, and the player base would say, Fortnite is absolutely a good game. Assassin's Creed story ended with the death of Ezio and Desmond. Sure. But this is, I like having this conversation a lot because I'm a massive proponent for what Avalon is talking about here is, when does the story end? Is it okay for the story to end? Are we having forever franchises that just end up like they had a good point to end the story, but then they just keep going, and they will inevitably, because nobody writes 10 out of 10 stories every single time, you will inevitably get into a Game of Thrones situation, a Star Wars prequel or sequel saga situation. You will always end up in that place if you just keep going. So when do you end? I think that is the ultimate question. Now, what Avalon is, and what many gamers are upset about, I would say, is this idea that a franchise can just go on forever. That we can have things like expanded universes, and we can just tell these forever stories. And I think that's an okay idea, and I'm sure that you would get quite a few good stories out of that. But eventually you will get one that just undoes so much of that hard work, right? And that's where the conversation gets sticky. That's where it gets really difficult. Whatever else came after that are not Assassin's Creed for me. Yeah, and 100%, you are totally allowed to feel that way. You're totally allowed to feel that way. But there are a lot of people who think that the new Assassin's Creeds that are coming out are fantastic games, and they enjoy those games. So, what do we have here? So that's an enemy ship. So that's a frigate. I think I can take him. I can take him! Ram him! Ramming speed! Right, make them go through the flames. We'll grab that loot. Sure, I'll take that. Woo! Oh, 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 we're avoiding it? Oh my god! Ah, the jukes! Ah, the jukes! Come on. Ram them! There, we can set her on fire as well. That's actually working. I am doing work right now, my god. I will not back off. Once more onto the breach. Hit him. Oh, there we go. Board him. Okay, so destroy the ship's powder reservoirs. There we go. Easy. What's that even mean? Now, do we have another loaded puckle gun? Or is it just all of them? Oh, sweet. Okay, perfect. I'm into that. There we go. Oh, come on. Oh, shit. Oh, son of a bitch. Son of a bitch! Oh, ho, 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 hi. Woo! I'm alive. I'm alive. There we go. Okay, can I... Whoa! That was not good. Woo! Not great. I do agree, Odyssey and Valhalla I find hard to consider Assassin's Creed games when they aren't literally in time for True. Who the heck is this, guys? Books? Are we in the library? Question of the day, you already know it's Chronos. My answer was Chronos 2. My answer was Chronos 2. Your video convinced me.
Lose all a trip.
That was a shame we went down like that. I did. I'm always copying Audie's homework, guys. Alright, that's a brig, I think. Yeah, that's a brig. What will we do with the drunken sailor? However, for games like Rogue, I do consider it Assassin's Creed. A lot of people consider this era Assassin's Creed. Easy. Alright, am I just going to go for it? Okay, that said charge, but it didn't do it. You can mow like my balls, am I right? Heyo! Easy now. I can't self-care. I'm committing piracy. Easy. Speed up. Almost. Easy, Skeletor. Here we go. Oh, you're gonna chase me. All right. Got him. Perfect. That is actually, like, perfect. It's exactly what I want. All right, now we will... Easy, 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 easy. Broadsides. There we go. Let her try. Huh. Ooh, very nice. Can I board? It looks like I can. Joe, welcome in. I hope you're having a good day. Oh, someone else. Oh, shit. Oh, that's not good. All right. We will board so that we don't have to deal with that right now. Oh my god. Okay, let's see. Now, where are the people? Show me your pretty face so I can blow it off. There we go. Perfect. There we are. Ooh, excellent. Come on, just keep popping up. Just keep popping up. Just two more. One more. Come on, there we go. And now give me all your filthy loot. Actually, I do think I took quite a bit of damage there, so I should probably heal up the ship. Might be smart to do. Although, sending it to Cormac's fleet might not be a bad idea. Decisions. I think 900 pounds is not actually that much, I don't think. Maybe a big ol' steak? I would love a big ol' steak. I do. I am partial. No, it is not OG Black Flag. This is Assassin's Creed Rogue. This is Assassin's Creed Rogue. So that was partly why the stream was named what it was, because this game followed the mechanics of Assassin's Creed Black Flag very, very similarly. However, it has a very unique story. It has a very unique story that ties in and expands the universe, I would say. No. You just didn't know. That's all. But I think that's why I'm very fascinated by this game, because Assassin's Creed is a huge franchise, and this is a blind spot for a lot of people, and this is my first ever Assassin's Creed game. This is the first one I've ever played. I must finish my drink because Conan said I had to. This is the thing, Joe. Everybody says this game is underrated. Everybody says that Assassin's Creed Rogue is absolutely underrated, and yet it is still kind of this obfuscated game. I would like to see Rogue play, I would like to see you play Unity next, as they are connected, won't spoil how. I think that would be an interesting thing to do. Now, obviously, I have other viewer-pick games that I have to play through. That's part of why I added the feature to the stream, is I want people to ask for the games that they want to see, and Flame eventually, you know, you could ask for Unity, or I can just choose to play it myself. But now that I plan on reviewing the games after I play through them, I am wanting to get into more, like, franchise playthroughs, like I'm doing with The Witcher and like I'm doing with Baldur's Gate. Baldur's Gate is going to be a really interesting one, because after I beat 2, going into 3 is going to be an absolutely insane conversation, because 3, while it is a good game independently, is a major shift from what BioWare did with 1 and 2. So I think that that conversation for those games is going to be extremely interesting for me as like, from that historical perspective. I think it's going to be really, really cool. You'll also be beating the other Baldur's Gate campaigns too, right? So what are you referring to? Because you keep in mind, I have never beaten a Baldur's Gate game. So just, you'll have to be very, very blunt. Ren, welcome in. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Hope you're having a good day in stream. It has been a fantastic, yeah, it's been a great day for me. I got to drive one of my classic cars today. That is like, I'm a car guy, and if you want me to just have a really, really good mental health day, then have me drive a classic Chrysler. Like, it's just 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Ren is omnipresent. Ren is in all places at all times. Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 have multiple DLCs of sorts, which are just extra campaigns to connect. Well, that's what we're doing with Baldur's Gate 1. We're doing, Durlag's Tower is a part of Tales of the Sword Coast, and then we also did, I believe, the Werewolf Island was one of those expansions as well. That was, some of the expansions are for the Enhanced Edition, some of the expansions are for the original game, I believe. I think Tales of the Sword Coast was one of those original expansions. Oh, what to do? Alright, I will salvage the enemy ship. Yes, we will salvage. I can wait for Unity if it just happens one day. I think what I'm going to do is after we beat... Oh god. Here we go. So after we... Oh, son of a bitch. Son of a bitch! Alright. Screw it. Balls to the wall. Oh, okay. After we beat Baldur's Gate as a franchise, after we beat The Witcher as a franchise, I think I am going to want to do another franchise playthrough, and honestly, I think Assassin's Creed would be an interesting one for me to do. Okay. Oh, oh, okay. Yeah, no, shoot at them. Shoot at them. I'm completely cool with that happening. What is... Okay. Where's my puckle gun? I have no puckle gun. That was offensive. Never do that again. I must puckle. You cannot take the puckle from me. Son of a... Alright. That was very mortary. Okay, so Dragon was saying the bow does extra damage, so I'm doing as much of that as I can, honestly. Alright, let's try and set it ablaze as much as we can here. We're actually doing really well in this fight. Just got... Oh! Okay. Let's just avoid all this damage, please. Dear God. Okay, I'm getting a lot of free damage off, and I'm A-okay with that. I am absolutely A-okay with that. Oh! I think that means I win. I'm fairly certain that means I win. Let's just make sure we're taking down the... That was a very tall ship. That is ruining my fun. Tally-ho! Up we go. Alright, I have to kill the enemy captain. I have to kill the enemy crew. Break his defense, if I can. There we go. Whew, alright. That was a cheap shot. Don't you know climbing is bad for you? Oh, cool. Okay, nice. This enemy crew kill requirement is kind of harshing my mellow here. Okay, there's 12. Stop stabbing me, that's my job. Break his defense, because this guy actually knows how to fight. Cheap shots from these guys. Okay, there we go. Woo! A-okay with that. Right. El Capitan. Okay, that was, alright, cool. I'll take it. Right, to the ship's flag. Tally-ho! For king and country and all that what? Yes, I'm a loyal servant of the crown. Alright. Okay, it's up here. Thank you for the clip, Ren. Alright, I think we can... Oh, wait. Jump down here. There we go. Alright, that was actually my first easy kill of a Man of War. That went really, really well, actually. Now, let's see what we get for this. I'm wondering how, I'm wondering how much money we get from this. I'm assuming a Man of War would be a ton of money. 1,500? That is offensive. How dare you? It's terrible. On the real books, you're inspiring me to add to The Witcher 2 to your stream list, because I miss playing that. It's an absolutely fantastic game. It is so... Like, I don't want to call it underrated, because I think the people who know Witcher love that game. And I think it is an absolutely fantastic game. Oh god, I do not have the appetite for that right now.
Nothing can stand up to his testicular torsion.
Ayo. Ayo. Did I say that? I think I might have. Oh, good lord. My English friends are getting me into trouble, everyone. I do not have the health for this, friends. Right, do I at least have, like, frigates helping me? Okay, I at least have frigates helping me. Alright, if I have good help, I will do it. God. We're, like, well into it. Oh, okay, no, we have a Man of War too. Alright, I'm in. Level playing field. Suck it. Right. Hopefully I am not the hopefully I'm not the target half the time. And I know I'm making really heavy use of the heavy shot, but it is kind of one of the easier things to use. Alright, so we have one pretty much downed. Sir! Sir! How dare you? How dare you? I kind of, oh my god. And actually, okay, historically accurate, this used to happen all of the time. Alright, we will board. Come on. Ooh, can I puckle gun this? I might be able to puckle gun this. Come to me, losers. Oh my god. I literally saw them. How am I not hitting them? Okay. I have 10 bullets left. I have to be very, very careful. Cool. I win. Right. Do I have another puckle gun for puckle things? Perhaps not. But I can do this. Right, let's just cut the flag down. I feel very patriotic. Oh dear God. Shay? Shay. Shay. Shay! Ha-ha! There we go. Alright, who am I assassinating today? Right, this might be a little high. So let's get a little bit lower. Alright. Can I do the stabby stabby? Okay, you are not allowing me to do the stabby stabby, and it is making me ever more stabby stabby. Oh god, hi. Woo! Ha-ha! Ha-ha! We are sword fighting! I'm a master tactician! Ha-ha! How about you, villain? Right, where's the captain? Where is El Capitano? Oh my god! Yes, I meant to do that. Absolutely, I meant to do that. Okay, Shay, if you could pick a target, please. Easy now. Okay, where is the captain? I did! Did I not? Did I not get the flag? Oh my god. I don't think I got the flag, guys. I think I completely missed the flag. I got so zealous. I got so stabby stabby. That I forgot to stabby stabby the flag. My patriotism failed. I'm not British enough. I have to exercise being more English. Would like an Assassin's Creed game where you're a Templar also just doing stuff in real life like Desmond sometimes did. I think that a Watch Dogs style Assassin's Creed game would, like, modern day Assassin's Creed in the style of Watch Dogs would actually be kind of dope. Like, now that I'm playing this, I think that if they wanted to go modern day, I would 100% be for, like, a Watch Dogs style game. It's definitely not Assassin's Creed at that point, but yeah. My drink is hitting me, as they say. I must away to my pajama. Do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do, Audibel. Alright, I'm gonna salvage the ship. I'm feeling spicy. I'm feeling incredibly spicy. Watch Dogs and Assassin's Creed are in the same universe. I did not know that. I did not know that. That is just as fun as the fun fact that Assassin's Creed was supposed to be a Prince of Persia game. Are all my friends gone? You bastards, you've killed all my friends. You will pay dearly for this. In the words of Draco Malfoy, my father will hear about this. If I had one. That was a joke. I have a dad. At least that's what he says. Oh, I believe we are, how you say, fucked. Although, we are dealing the damage. However, they have fresh troops in the form of this jackass. I'm taking quite a bit of damage. I maybe should have gotten repairs done. Right, we need to go after that boy, because he can be boarded. Oh, don't go down. Do not go down. I swear to God, we are so close to boarding.
Enemies firing!
Oh! Almost! Oh, yeah! We boarding, baby! We boarding. Right, now. Will my puckle gun puckle? There we go. Alright, we're sniping with the puckle gun. Right, we have to wait to get closer here. Yes! Most excellent. I do so relish these times of peril. Alright, that was excessive, I'll admit it. Almost. Oh my God, that was 3 of them! Alright. Let's go after the flag. Okay, let's go. Because the crew's going to be taken down soon. We're going to be okay. I swear to God, if you shoot me, I will never forgive you. Come on. Shay. Shay. Alright. Alright, now can I assassinate the sniper? That is my next question. Because I would love to do that. I remember having a fleet filled with man-of-wars and just dominating the high seas. So, adding to your fleet, what is the utility of doing that? Now, I absolutely have to repair the Morgan, so I'm not doing it with that one. But if I take down a man-of-war and I add it to the fleet, what does that do? Other than, like, just make me a little bit more strong.
Loose a trip too.
Right, we gotta move here. Alright, we have another enemy ship that we can take down.
Careful, Captain. These
Oh, okay, that one's right for boarding already. Perfect. Which I think we need, because I'm pretty sure everything around me is a frigate right now. Can we board? Yes, we can. Hello? Okay. You have emerged from the gremlin hole that is the art room.
I'm ready to bash my head into the wall.
I love this thing. It's called the puckle gun. It puckles. I don't even know what that means, but it's fun to say. Alright, so this one is just the enemy captain, which is nice. Oh, that hurt. You do big pain. Oh, okay, that's cool. Right, well, he's poisoned. So technically I just have to... Ow. Technically I just have to not die.
Can I make a complaint?
No. No complaints. It's my house. I'm in control. Don't let your wife catch you puckling someone's gun unless she's into... Definitely not. Definitely not. Alright, we're sending that to Cormac's fleet. I think we have enough health for that. So in Black Flag, there was an app that could connect the game to the control of the fleet. It didn't continue with Wait, there was an app? There was an app for that? Alright, I just said the Pokewalker was cool, so I can't judge. I can't judge. But that is still incredibly weird. The fact that that exists feels like some forbidden history. I'm into it.
Okay, but can I make a complaint?
What is your complaint?
My complaint is like, you know how the gamer dudes, I'm gonna say stereotypically men in this case.
Oh, okay, yes.
Who play
Off
video games.
to a strong start.
You know how they'll like shit on a female gamer by being like, well, she just button smashed me.
This
like,
game is 100% old. That's the only option you have.
Great, but I'm looking at you do that.
Yeah,
and it's just like,
that's all I can do.
It so much in games, and they'll be like, no, I'm not, it's a strategy.
It is absolutely not. It's all I can do. The game gives me no other choice.
I'm just saying, like...
Yeah, no, 100%. Your the button mashing is the strategy.
That's my point! Because men have to make themselves important.
I only hit strategic X's.
At a rate of 0.2 seconds.
When I hit X, it is at 0.75 of a second. Not
Equal to the rate of women's pay!
Not 0.55. Not 0.55. That's too fast. That is much too fast. You will not win. You will not win. Hello from London. The Batman. That is a bold stance. The Batman. That is a bold stance to take. Welcome in. What is your favorite Batman? Your username begs the question. We're going there.
This is a Batman household.
This is a Batman household. We know ball here. We absolutely know ball here. And I will warn you, if your answer is not Kevin Conroy with Mark Hamill's Joker, we might have words. Because that is my favorite Batman. I love animated Batman. Live action, that's tough. Like, live action Batman is... part of the reason why I love the classic Assassin's Creed games. There is a charm to it. There is definitely a charm to it. The Batman 2022, I watched it 8 times. So the Robert Pattinson one. I believe 2022, that was the Robert Pattinson one.
Is that old?
I think it is. I think it actually is.
Did we not just watch? No, that was like 2 years ago already. God damn.
Yeah. Oh god. Oh, time is coming for me. Oh no. It's happening, everyone. It's happening. I've aged. Yeah, 100%.
The year Toby was born?
Yeah, 100%. Yep. I will say, like, I struggled with that one in terms of the pacing. But it was also like, I feel like that movie is exactly how I would have wanted a live-action Batman TV series to feel. If that makes sense. Like, I feel like if it wasn't a movie, I feel I really would have enjoyed the pacing. But because it was a movie, I did kind of like... It got a little bit... It did get a little bit monotonous in certain areas of the film. I still regard it as a good movie. But, yeah, I did struggle with the pacing in certain areas, I will say.
My break time's over. But I think there is no penguin other than the Danny DeVito penguin.
I think that's an okay stance. I think that is an okay stance. Danny DeVito really took that role seriously.
My other fighting words are, I want to know Chad's opinion on Gotham.
Oh god. Okay, well, you know my opinion, not a fan. I just didn't enjoy it. I don't know what else to say.
But, like, did you just not enjoy it? Did you not enjoy it as a show, or did you not enjoy it as a Batman?
I didn't enjoy it as Batman.
Yeah.
I also felt like it was just, well, and it was CW, but like it oozed CW, if you know what I mean.
See, I thought
it was very
really
overtly
good.
CW.
I felt like it was really good the first, like, 2 seasons, and then it went very CW. Like, it felt kind of original.
Like,
that first little bit.
I think the big reveal at the end of the show...
Because the first little bit, it wasn't about Bruce.
Sure.
It was about the villains, and I like that take.
Right. And I do think that some of the take on the villains in that show was, like, I won't say it's good, but it was okay. It was very, like...
Well, because it's a prequel. They kind of had liberty to...
Yeah, but also, like... They did lean into, like, I want to say that what they leaned into with the villains of that show was a very, like, Batman Forever kind of energy.
I don't know what that means.
Have you not seen Batman Forever?
I don't know which one is Batman Forever.
That's Val Kilmer. Jim Carrey.
Oh.
Like, they leaned into that very comic booky, like...
But that was the appeal, though.
Yeah, no.
Which is why I don't like that it changed.
Sure. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm just trying not to die right now. You can continue talking.
No, I'm done. I got it.
Okay.
Have fun.
Okay. I'm literally, like, very much in enemy territory right now.
Oh, God.
Oh, Lord. Okay. This is fine. We're fine. This is fine. For live-action Jokers, I consider Jack Nicholson to be the better adaptation, while Heath Ledger was the better character overall. I think Heath Ledger took the Joker and ran with it, whereas Jack Nicholson really tried to own the existing character, is what I think. I agree that as a Joker, Nicholson was better. If you read the comics, Nicholson's Joker was just better. What would have been interesting to me Like, Batfleck's Joker is... I hated so much. But... I will say that... in terms of the action, Batfleck got the closest to the Arkham games. Which was cool. That was like a really, really cool fight scene they did. Alright, now what is going on this little islet here? It's kind of not a terribly worthwhile stop, but I also don't feel like taking on another... So if I dock, is that guy gonna bother me? That's my question. Because I would like to dock. Alright, I've been permitted to dock. Now we have to find the perch, which is... right there. Wait, have I... No, I haven't been here before. It says I haven't been here before. Well, and that's the thing, like, Jack Nicholson's Joker was very, very stylized. Very, very stylized. Let's see. Alright, I can't jump that way. Why does... this feels really familiar, though. I feel like I've been here before. I really feel like I've been here before. But the game is saying I haven't. Or maybe the game is just saying I haven't unlocked everything on the island. That's probably what it's saying. Is it? Well, then I've definitely unlocked this. Oh, maybe it's because of the chest and the Arctic Wolf. Alright, fine. That's why it's not fully unlocked, is because I haven't taken the animal down. Back to where it all began. Right. Now... the Arctic Wolf... I think this is just saying they are here. So I wonder if finding the chest is enough. I reckon it would be. I don't see why it wouldn't. So I think all that input says is that the resource is available. And there we go. There we are. And just like that, I win. Now let's see if we have any more money from our settlements here. Perfect. Alright. Now, can I upgrade the ship? Yes, I can. Alright. Broadside cannons. Hello. Thank you. Hull armor is fully upgraded, and we almost have fully upgraded broadside cannons. So, I think that what we need to do... round shot fires twice in quick succession, dealing massive damage upon impact. Heavy shot. This heavy shot deals devastating short-range damage upon impact. Okay... I feel like round shot is what I'm actually shooting when I shoot the cannons. Like, I'll upgrade all the ammo, but I'm pretty sure that is what is required. Alright, now, let's check. Buy more docks. No more dock space available. Buy more docks. Confirm. Yes. Add to my fleet. Resume. Ooh. Francois Macandal's death. Oh. Oh. Oh, we have a lot to do. We have much to do. Okay, let's repair the ship. It's actually relatively cheap to repair the ships, which has been very, very nice. Alright, now... let's repair that ship as well. So... I wonder if... okay, so red territory is territory that I have taken, I believe. So the red territory seems to be the stuff that I have secured, I think. Alright, so we shall send the Sussex. Now, let's do Cape Francis. Okay, yeah, sure, we'll send a frigate. Flame, have such a great night. Thank you for tuning in. I just realized I've been having so much fun I haven't actually taken a break today, so I will, actually, I don't think... okay. It's not ads, but I should definitely take a break after we figure this out. So the outside app from Black Flag, looking at this menu just reminded me that these excursions took real-world time. So the app helped manage those outside... ah. Alright, okay, so that makes a lot more sense then. That makes much more sense then. Sorry, just making sure we haven't... Batman Part 2 has been delayed 5 times, now coming out February 2028. I think that it's getting so hard to make movies now. Like, games as well. Like, just the cost of all of this stuff that we're doing has just reached a point of just... it's so astronomical that I'm not even sure it's sustainable, honestly. And I think that's why we've been liking indie developments so much. Because it feels a lot more self-contained, it's a lot less grandiose, it's a lot more accessible feeling, and it's a lot more accessibly priced as well. So I think that what's interesting to me about the indie conversation is that
Captain's at the helm!
indie has been... the indie boom has been accompanied simultaneously by this very vociferous rejection of, you know, the digital gaming world. But the digital gaming world is what allows for independent development to even exist. So it's an interesting dichotomy, I will say. I think that... and again, I think that the conversation isn't really about physical versus digital. I think it's really about the experience of what it is to actually, like, have a game. And the effective reality of that. I think people just want the effective reality of owning a game to be like it was when media was physical. And that's, legally speaking, that's really, really tenuous. It's really, really difficult to accomplish. But I think ultimately that's where the conversation lands. It's not really about not liking digital media. Who are you? Okay, so that is an assassin ship, so that is an enemy vessel, technically. Thank you, Ren. Well, and like, I think that... I think this is evidenced by... I think this is evidenced by the way we all consume media. Like, really, I think that most of us have really extensive digital libraries. I think we're completely fine with digital games. I think that it's like, just don't delist my game. That's all it is. Just don't delist my game. But the problem is to maintain such large databases of video games, like we're talking about many, many hundreds, if not thousands of terabytes of data storage. Because ultimately, what digital media is physical media with extra steps. Like, you have to look at it this way. What your server is just another PC. It's someone else's PC. So what I am doing when I pay Steam is I'm saying, I want you guys to store these video games on your computer, and whenever I ask for that game on any of my devices, I can get that game. That's what digital media actually is. It's still physical. So I think that a lot of the digital distribution channels are amazing, but for consoles, I've been very insistent on physical copies of games. I think console's a different conversation because you're limited in storefronts. I think that's why people get so pissed off at Sony. I think that's why people get so pissed off at Microsoft and Nintendo, because they are the only storefront. If I don't like what Steam does, I can go to Epic. Or rather, if I don't like what Epic does, I can go to Steam. If I don't like what Steam does, I can go to GOG. I have options. I am not trapped to a single storefront. So it doesn't feel like I'm getting as screwed over, so to speak. All right, now why have I not completed this area? Because we have all the resources figured out by the looks of it. But it says this area... It was saying this area was not in the blue, because blue indicates that I've completed the area. But back to my point about Sony and Microsoft and Nintendo. If you had multiple storefronts on Sony and on Microsoft, like, I made this point in my last video, right? Everybody complains that it's like, I need an Xbox 360 to play Xbox 360 games. I'm so ticked off by that. And it's like, you always needed an Xbox 360. That was never not the case. It's just now that the hardware is antiquated, now you're feeling the pinch. Now that stuff is worth more, now you're feeling the pinch. You undervalued it during the time where it was all new. I never sold any of my 360 stuff. So I'm not in a situation where, like, I've got Spider-Man Web of Shadows. That game is like, depending on, like, the mintiness of the copy, that's a lot of money for that game, because it's a licensed game. So console owners have always had control over their platform. So that's not a change. But what is a change is when you change from physical to digital, now the interaction is different. Now the power dynamic is different, because now the games can get delisted. And that's where a lot of people get very, very frustrated. Okay, I haven't taken a break at all today, so I'm just going to take a quick moment. Ads are running. I'm going to take a quick moment to just have a little snack and to take a bio break, and then we will be back and we will dive into some more of these explorations. I do want to do a legendary ship battle at some point. I want to explore that feature of the game, but I have to finish getting my upgrades. So next stream, because we're doing 2 AC Rogue streams this week, I want to explore the ship combat, legendary ship battles, and everything like that, and then I want to finally wrap up the playthrough, finish up the game. All right, I will see you guys in a sec.
Again? Really? Right?
That's good, Sigma.
Can you sing? Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to collect foreskin for Dagoth Ur. Yeah, Vivek mole-egged his ball, so much so that it made history. They wrote a book about it. The entire sermon is a prolonged allegory about post-nut Claire. Now excuse me while I enjoy my high tea. Tastes like aristocracy. Oh, no, I can't. I can't do it. Oh, wait. I love how that's how you're gay. What the fuck?
Suck on a glorious amount of all-American custard! Yeah, goddammit!
These fuck-ass Nords Nerevar, they're injecting the kids with skooma to change their natural Dunmer skin color. Are you telling me someone willingly slept with Amryn? That motherfucker has been trying to find his rusty iron sword since the Second Era.
Last words, a guy with a beautiful voice. He makes me melt. Ooh, ooh. You're really gonna struggle getting down the mountain otherwise. So we're gonna help you, okay? Okay, are you ready?
Ooh, they knocked the wind out of my balls.
Well, okay, it's not a level 3 unrelenting force, so you wanna know the best part about the Hist? Their entire existence is a pun. They're arboreal appearing entities that exist outside of space-time. They see all the timeline, forward and backward. They're Hist trees. God damn it. You want more? You just saw your buddies get killed, man. Did he grabbed my arrow.
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only.
Dagoth's drawing? All right, I'm scared. I think I'm going to die, but we're going to see how this goes. All right, ran out of stamina and got kicked on the ground a whole bunch.
I will burn this building down. I am underslept. I have 3 hours of sleep. No coffee. The fuck?
This is a trust cannon chat. Ah, I believe I could fucking die! Oh no!
Bye-bye.
In that case, Melly, I'm sorry.
We back. Thank you guys so much for accommodating my little break there. It is much appreciated. I do get very immersed in these games, and I forget that I need to take breaks. So thank you guys so much. All right, now I have no idea why this little island is considered. Oh wait, I know where this is. Yeah, so this is the shrine. This is the big shrine. So if I unlock all these different areas, then I will get access to, I think it's the quote-unquote Native American armor is what I get access to. So I'm not really going to be unlocking that, I don't think. Oh, that was brutal. Cool. All right. I win. Victory is mine. Okay, so where is the next area? I think we've actually explored quite a bit of this map. So there's no, like, real... I mean, there are areas that we can physically explore, probably, but... I don't think there's that many, so I think most of our money is going to come from naval battles at this point. However, honestly, we're getting quite a bit of passive money right now, so what we could do is we could advantage ourselves of the passive income. So I don't think that comes from trade routes. I think that comes from upgrading New York City. I think it's New York. It might be Albany. But I think upgrading that part of the map is what ultimately gets you more money. I think it comes from the prosperity mechanic. So I might have to play around with that a little bit more. So let's... Juked it. Alright, let's head back to the city. Because I think conquering some of those areas might be a good idea. Now, this will be a legendary ship battle eventually. But I want, when we get into a legendary ship battle, I want to be able to win. And I'm not sure, I mean, I could try. We do have... Oh god. Oh, that's a lot of money. Oh my... Pirates of the Lost Age. Alright. We're doing it! We're doing it! Oh, that's a lot of cannons. Oh, that's also a lot of cannons. Oh dear. Oh dear. Chat, I might have bitten off more than I can chew. However, I have friends. All right. Okay, hit him with the broadside cannons. Holy crap, there's so many ships. I've not taken any damage yet. But what? Oh my god, we've lost quite a few ships. All right, that's not great. That is not great. Okay. Oh my god, we're taking so much damage. Oh my god, okay. Burn, baby, burn! Okay, I think we switched to heavy shot in these situations. Oh, it is very smoky. I mean, we still have allies rolling around right now, so... Whoa! Oh, that was fun. Okay, I think I'm gonna focus on this big boy right here. So these are all considered the legendary ships, so I think these are the focus of the battle anyways. Holy, oh god, they're all focusing on me. Oh, hi.
We've been hit!
There's so much happening right now. I want my Elder Scrolls. It's so much more chill. Oh god! Okay, we're actually doing okay. This is not going awful. Okay, we are getting mortared like crazy right now. Oh, we do have some mortars. Very nice.
Almost there, sir. Fire!
Oh, I took it down. Oh my god. All right, all right. Yep, it's fine. I meant to do that. Holy shit. Oh god. Oh god. Burn, you bastard. Burn. Oh, jeez. Keep shooting. Keep shooting. Ah! Oh my god. All right, that is pain. That's a lot of pain. I was doing really good. I was doing really good there. For like a whole 5 seconds. Right, do I heal any stacks?
Waste a good shot. Ready, Captain.
Oh, it is very snowy. You turn it around. I think it... Is it running away from me? I can't tell. Come on, Pilgrim. Okay, we do have quite a bit of mortar that we just haven't been using.
Fire! Still reloading.
Oh, crap. That was very deliberate. That was deliberate on your part. They are very fast ships. They're surprisingly fast ships. I did better than I thought I would.
We found them, Captain.
They should have
Oh.
moved to warmer climates. Prepare for battle. Here they come. Don't let them outflank us.
Hooray! Keep a safe distance and use the mortars on her.
Fire!
All right, Huckle Gun used.
On your mark, Captain. They are green.
Okay, I don't think you're allowed to... Maybe you are. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't think you're allowed to board the ships. Oh. All right.
Working on it. Enemies firing.
It's actually...
Enemies firing.
not in bad shape. Do I have... Oh, I do still have some allied ships. Okay, good.
Get in there, sir. Hit her from a safe.
Okay, we'll focus on these smaller ships. So this battle is just focused on our ability to sink ships. That's all it's focused on.
Fire!
Enemies ready to fire, sir.
Easy. We're not doing terribly because I'm using the mortars more. Alright, we lost all our allied ships. Oh wait, no, we still got one.
Straight to the deep.
Good. Okay, he's coming for us on the broadside here. I am locked in right now. I'm so sorry if I'm ignoring you guys, but I am locked in right now. Easy. Lock it in. Making lots of use of those mortars. Okay, we're actually... Oh my god, I'm actually so locked in right now. Holy shit, we might actually win. Guys, we might actually win. Oh my god! Oh, I sunk the pilgrim! Oh my god! Oh, one more! One more! Yes! Woo! Come on! Let's go! Froz! Welcome in. Holy crap. W-raid timing. Froz, welcome in. We just won our first legendary ship battle in Assassin's Creed Rogue. Holy shit. Okay, I get it. I get it now. I absolutely get it now. Okay, so let me give you guys a proper hello, and then I'm gonna dive right back into the game because I do have some upgrades that I need to be buying. Raiders, welcome to the game library where we don't just play the games, we study them. My name is Martin. This is a variety stream. My focus is games preservation, with an emphasis on video games history, the cultural impact of video games. So we get very deep into our games here, lots of first-time playthroughs, new, old, everything in between, but the emphasis here is the preservation of the cultural conversation of what this video game represents, and obviously its entertainment value, because that's what these games are. They're meant for play, right? These are what our society writ large has. This is our Colosseum. This is our arena. This is where we go to shed the stress of the day. So I think that's worth conversation. I think that's worth that's worth having to talk about. So if that is your kind of thing, I invite you to hit that follow button if you have not already. And for those of my people, please head over to Froz's stream. See if it speaks your language. See if it resonates with you. And if so, please hit that follow button. Support the community. And actually, I think Dragon is in Lurky Turkey space, because I do not see a shouty for Froz. So Froz, please, one moment while I give you a little shout out. Oh, no, there we go. There's Dragon. All right. So Froz was playing, some Baldur's Gate 2. Some Baldur's Gate 2. We're in the midst of a franchise playthrough of Baldur's Gate right now. So you were working on, okay, all right. Oh, it was Baldur's Gate 1. Well, your category says otherwise. Your category says otherwise. But either way, excellent game. We're amidst a franchise playthrough of Baldur's Gate. We're also doing The Witcher, and we're playing my first ever Assassin's Creed game. I'm playing Assassin's Creed Rogue. I'm having a lot of fun. We just did a huge legendary ship battle, and holy shit, that was fun. So I'm gonna buy a bunch of ship upgrades because now I can afford it. And yeah, then I think we might do one more. We're gonna dive back into the game. Raiders, if you have to raid and run, please, food, water, sleep. It is important, more important than the stream. Make sure you're taking care of yourselves, or I'll come over and give you a smack. Alright. Let's see what I can afford. I cannot release the wheel and... Alright, so we are in bad waves, so I cannot release the wheel. Alright, I don't think... Yeah, that battle's not really worth it for me. That is a British brig, though. Actually, we do have a dock nearby, though. Yeah, right here. Right here. Alright, let's thread the needle. I said thread the needle. God damn it! Move your ass! What is this, amateur hour? By the way, each legendary ship has a gimmick, so you went in on the most annoying one first, so the other should be... I won the most annoying one first? My god. I must be a gamer god. I'm terrible at video games. I just love them. That's why I like the Elder Scrolls games. They take no skill. So, why was that one the most annoying gimmick? I'm curious. Was that just because of the emphasis on the mortar mechanic? Alright, so... Oh, I still can't afford the broadside cannons. What about... now? Durlag's basement is nearly... It's Durlag's tower! It's not a basement, it's a tower! You're in the basement of the tower, but that's besides the point. Just had a rough fight with a 3 greater doppelganger. Yeah, greater doppelgangers are not a vibe. They are not a vibe. I am missing resources, though. I need iron. I need iron. Very interesting. Alright, well, let's see if my fleet has given me... Okay, so I did get some money off of that. But I still need iron. So I might have to go after some ships. I'm kind of tempted to go to Albany. I'm kind of tempted to go to Albany. What do I do? What do I do next? I'm gonna drop a lifeline. What do you guys think I should do? Oh, it's because they teamed up on me. I was actually dealing some, like, heavy damage. Balls to the wall. Another legendary ship. I'm down. I'm so down. Alright, let's do it. Let's do it! Alright, where's the next one? Where are you, you bastard? Alright, right here. Right here! Alright, I will fast travel to that location, and we will do a legendary ship battle. Oh, that was much too quick. Oh, Tokyo Drift. Okay, let's see. Legendary ship battle, let's do it. I hope I get help again. I started a Baldur's Gate 1 playthrough in honor of you going through Durlag's tower. I've made a mentally challenged elf ranger who got into a pissing contest with a bandit who was stupid. I think that's one of my favorite things about Baldur's Gate is you can just go absolutely wild with your builds and it's absolutely hilarious. Alright, so that's a brig versus a frigate, so he doesn't need my help, he's fine. What do you think I should do? I think you should play Legend of Dragoon. I still have to get the physical version, because if I do play that, I'm 100% playing on original media. I'm 100% playing that on original media. Alright, warning, advanced memory, full upgrade synchronization. French-controlled Labrador is not as strategically important as the island of Newfoundland, but the British still crave its rich fishing waters. A large French fleet has been dispatched to protect its coast. If the British are defeated here, it could prove a significant setback to their plans. Oh, did I? Oh, come on.
Proud on every inch of...
I backed out. No, I don't want you to do that, Astral, because it might get lost in transit, and I would never, ever forgive myself if that happened. I would absolutely not forgive myself if that ever happened to you. The Battle of Labrador. Am I in my own ship? I better be.
All
There we
quiet,
go.
sir. There's nothing out there but ice.
Alright, so the gimmick here is make sure you're frickin' steering. Alright, we are officially out of mortars. So this is gonna be interesting. Ramming speed!
Ready to fire, sir!
Fasten yourselves!
Nailed it!
Back off or she'll blow us out of the water!
Fire!
Mines? That's not fair.
Reinforcements on the way! Warship incoming, Captain! Frigate sighted! Flying French!
Alright, that should do quite a bit of damage. Alright, icebergs. Icebergs aplenty! Woo! Very nice. Frigate. There we go. Ooh, I get a double... Wait, I get a double tap now? I'll take it. I'm into it. Oh, that is beefy damage. That's absolutely beefy damage. I do not get taken down. I swear to God, if we get taken down by a schooner, I will rage.
That's got them!
Okay, they're taken... Ooh, hello. Good day to you, sir. Now prepare to die.
Awaiting orders, sir!
Now we just gotta turn. Come on, easy.
Working on it!
Come on.
Ready!
There we go.
There's the flagship, Captain!
With an armada!
Oh, son of a bitch!
Fire on the flagship!
No!
The rest
No!
lose their courage!
No! No!
Captain, look!
God damn it.
Loose all and trim sharp to the wind!
Oh, good God. Oh, son of a bitch. Son of a bitch.
They have help coming, Captain!
Oh, this isn't fun anymore. I'm not winning. Oh my God. Ugh.
On your mark, Captain!
Right, we still have a couple of allies that are taking quite a bit of the heat. Whoa. Okay. Oh. Okay, can we ram it? Easy. Quite a good bit of damage from the broadsides now.
We fire quickly, sir. Do not underestimate them. Fire!
Okay, we're... Oh, okay. We gotta try and dodge these bloody mortar. No, we're getting just destroyed right now. Yeah, I think we're cooked here, guys. I think we might be done. I swear to... Oh, God. Okay. Let's steer away, steer away, steer away. Woo! Oh, my God. Oh my God. Okay, yep, I meant to do that. Yeah, good driving. Good driving. It's just you and me. 4 HP and a dream. Oh my God. Whoa. No good, no good, no good. Okay, we're done. Oh, man. Oh. So close. So bloody close. Oh.
All quiet, sir. There's
All right.
nothing out there but ice.
So, we have no mortars, which is the big problem in this battle. So my goal here is to basically take as little damage as humanly possible. Like, no damage. So there's a frigate. So I have to focus fire this frigate here. Okay, so the schooners are dropping mines is the problem that we're running into. Could you not, sir?
Enemy making war! Iceberg smash! Careful, Captain! Fire!
Alright, that's dealing quite a bit of damage. Ooh, very nice, very nice. Okay. Okay, we're taking like no damage right now. Oh my God. We are tearing these smaller ships apart right now. Alright, taken down. Now it's just the frigate. I have to see what I'm doing. Wait. Okay, no, we're good, we're good.
Keep enemy cannon ready!
Gotta come around. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay, we can do an oh, shit. I might get hit too, but... There's a weak spot.
Fire!
God, it's so dusty is the problem. Smoky, I should say. The problem is they get rid of boarding as a mechanic as well, so I can't just weaken one of the weaker ships and then
There's the
win.
flagship, Captain!
With an armada in tow, concentrate fire on the flagship. If we sink her, the rest may lose their courage.
Ready to fire, Captain!
Oh god. Alright, that... Crap. So many mortars! Ugh. Oh my god. Why? Why are you like this? I try to have fun and you make it not that way. Alright, now...
Firing mortars! They fire quickly, sir! Do not underestimate them!
Yeah, we just gotta turn. Gotta come around. Mystic, welcome in on the YouTube side. You miss playing Assassin's Creed Rogue? Why don't you play it? Why don't you play it? Yeah, this is a tough battle. This is an extremely tough battle. But apparently I beat one of the harder ones already. I might not have an upgraded enough ship for this, to be completely honest with you. Alright, now. We gotta turn this way. We have to turn this way. Making heavy use of mortars. Crap. Easy. Because I have no mortars of my own is the problem that I'm running into here. Oh, okay. Nope. You gotta turn. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Oh, that is pain. Oh, you're making pain happen. You are making pain happen. Yeah, just because you beat it 6 times doesn't mean you don't enjoy it anymore. You did say you missed the game, so why not have a play around with it? I will say this is something that I do have to get used to with the stream, is a lot of people. Oh my god! Thread the needle. Thread the needle! Oh my dear god. Woo! Hi, buddy.
Keep out of their heavy shot range!
Fire!
Ready to hit them, sir!
Do they ever run out of mortar ammo?
Mortars there!
God damn, that is a no. Easy. Oh, no, this is the end. This is the end. We're gonna take mortars. Oh my god, am I living?
Is this how you honor
Ram
the
it!
6th house and the
Retro,
tribe
side,
unknown?
high. Oh my god. Oh dear god.
That's quite a win, Captain.
Oh, I am in the air. What is happening right now?
Ready to fire!
Dear god.
We're losing us, sir.
You're locked in. We are so locked in. Oh my god. Ah. Seems like I'm enjoying myself. These ship battles are really intense. These ship battles are extremely intense. I don't think...
All quiet, sir. There's nothing...
I don't think I can beat this one without some more upgrades, though. That is... Oh, man. Okay. Let's do Morgan upgrades. Okay, so we're maxed out on hull armor. We could upgrade the broadside cannons. Why don't you exit out of the mission and do, I think mortars will be... ideal. I think we do need to grab some mortars. Because if we have that, then we can get through that first encounter much, much easier. Okay, so... question for me now... So let's fast travel over here, and then we can go to a port.
Get the mates free!
I do want to sponsor some more areas in I think it's Albany. I do want to sponsor some more areas in Albany. If I can do that, then I will do that as well. Actually, am I in the right spot for that, actually? I might actually... Oh, wait, no. This is around... Yeah, this is around... Well, actually, I could probably just go to Halifax. You know what? I'll be a patriotic Canadian. I will go to Halifax. Halifax is the port I will settle in.
On fire, man!
So yeah, we'll grab some mortars, and then... I'll maybe see if I can grab some more resources as well. That might be a good idea. Because that might give us me more potential. Because I can't really do any other ship upgrades if I, like... I have the money, but I don't have the resources. So, I think that... I think that'll be the ideal. Buy some metal... Buy some mortars, and then we'll be ready for another legendary ship battle. Because I'm getting close. I'm getting really, really close. All right, Harbour Master. What do you have for me? Ammunition. I would like mortar shot, please. What do you mean it's full? Oh, wait, okay. No, he's going to fill it. It's like, that is untrue. It is empty. Alright, we will fill up my burning oil barrels. We will top up my heavy shot. What else do I want? I mean, I could just upgrade the mortar. Could do that. Wait, no, I don't have enough. I do not have enough. Round shot fires twice in quick succession, dealing devastating damage upon impact. Oh, why does it all require steel? My Twitch is messing up. It doesn't show other people's messages. 1 second, gonna restart. That's all good, Mystic. That's all good. Thank you so much for supporting on the YouTube side. We do have enough storage, though. So let's upgrade mortar storage. Let's do... Yeah, let's just upgrade the storage of all of these. Yeah, let's do that. Because then we've got more ammo just for the fights. And then puckle gun cylinder requires metal, so I think we really need to go out and grab some metal. But there's no Iron Maiden concerts in town. What am I gonna do? Elite sales. Ooh, Queen Anne's Revenge sales. Do kind of like those. Gained by completing the Rio de Janeiro fleet mission. Okay. Let's see. Ooh, you know what? We're going with the Black Shadow sales. We're going with the Black Shadow sales. I do like those. I'm gonna be an edgelord. Is there anywhere I can buy resources? Because, like, I do have money. So I could technically buy resources if I wanted to. I think there is a place that I can do that. I thought it was the Harbor Master. Maybe not, though. Yeah, the sales match Shay. Oh, nobody in the Assassin's Brotherhood understands me. You can buy hunting goods from the general stores, Kit. Hi. Oh, okay. No, we're good. We're fine. We're fine. Actually, can I be cheeky? You see nothing. You see nothing, you know nothing. Jerkops, thank you so much for hanging out, my friend. I hope that you have a pleasant sleep, and we will catch you on the next one. Ah. Are they fighting right now? Oh shit! Alright, cool. Go to sleep. Haha! Jeez. Oh god. This game, half of the enjoyment of the game for me is how just absolutely jank as shit it is. Like, half of my enjoyment of the game isn't even the game. Like, the controls are just so wild sometimes. Surprise! Ow. Oh! Joke's on you. I'm a badass. Why are you fighting me? For Queen and Country, brother. What are you doing? Thanks. Oh, it was sleepy gas. Oh, hi.
I have got a good line on you.
Yo! Good day to you, sir. Oh! Come back here, you dirty rat. You dirty rat! Okay, we will hide. Ever so briefly. Right, so this guy... It's one thing Bethesda and Ubisoft have in common. Rat bastard, die! Oh! How dare you bitch slap me? Oh, come on! I have to be unseen by that guy to kill him. That's what that is. Drat. Now, do I have to repurchase, like, all of my upgrades? Hey.
What do you be needing today, then?
I am just trying to buy some goods from my general repair store for my ship. How dare you, sir? Alright, so Black Shadow Sails are currently armed, so we are in good shape. That assassin fought dirty. I mean, he did, but at the same time, that was his kit. That is his way. Alright.
Captain's head!
Pyrrhus, welcome in, as they say in Assassin's Creed 2. Assassino. Alright. Let's do this one. I don't... Okay. Yeah, you know, we'll travel there. It's picturesque enough. We will travel there. So let's see what's going on here. So yeah, after we beat the legendary ship battles, I'm kind of confident that mechanically I'm going to have the game pretty decently well sussed. And actually, we do have ads dropping in a minute, which does mean we are nearing the 4-hour mark, and I do have to make sure that I'm getting my rest for work. So with that, I will say that our time in the game library has once again drawn to a close. I would like to thank all of the raids today. Thank you to Froz. And actually, 1 second, I am just going to make sure that I am thanking everyone properly, which means I need my mouse back. So I'm just going to get my mouse back, going to close the game up, and make sure that I'm very bad for not saying thank you to everyone, so I need to make sure I'm getting better with that. I guess I could just make it simple and say everyone who raided, but thank you to Jawmock's community, thank you to Railbound's community, and thank you to Froz's community for raiding in. Guys, thank you so much for tuning into the stream. Thank you so much for trusting me with the communities. It is much, much appreciated. Thanks for the excellent stream. I appreciate that you think it's excellent. Thank you so much, Cell, for all of the support. I hope that everybody who has been wanting me to do a first-time playthrough of Assassin's Creed has been enjoying it. I really, really hope that I am doing the games as much justice as you were hoping. Now, with that said, let us share all of the raid love that we've been getting this stream, and I think I know who we're going to go see. So Squish is generally doing her workshop Wednesday today. And right now she's actually doing something a little bit different. She's playing Sovereign Tower, which I believe is... She's been doing a lot of indie games right now. So, alright. The raid has begun! Squish is a great friend of the stream. Please join us as we raid in to her community. First message is a link to the Beacons page. Guys, if you have not followed me on all of the socials, please click the link, follow me on all of the socials, and join the Discord. We have a lot of fun there. We have a lot of great conversations, and you get access to conversing with me basically whenever the hell you want, so why not? Second message is for the subs of the channel who have access to all of our community emotes. Grab that and use it as your raid message. Third message is for those of you who have followed, want to join in with the community on the raid fund. My friends, thank you guys so much for such an amazing stream. Thank you guys so much for making this playthrough of Assassin's Creed feel really, really special. Like, I'm having a lot of fun, guys. I'm having a lot of fun. Now, with that, I will be back again on Friday for a bit of a a bit of a different stream. We're going to be with Audibel PT playing some Sanctum 2, a very obscure multiplayer game. But until then, I ask that you be well, and I will see you on the next one.